All right, we are live. No, I am not. JJ. Maybe later on tonight. Hey, Blue Ridge. Oh, looks like StreamYard has updated. I can see that who and who. Well, I can see who has and who does not have a wrench because I can see it in the StreamYard chat. Hmm. I guess there was an update over the weekend or a few days or something. Hey, Beretta. Hey, Blue Ridge. Wait on some more people. I had it set for 6:30 because I didn't think I was going to be able in time to do that at 6 o'clock, but turns out I did. So happy Friday to you too, Blue Ridge. It's finally Friday, free again. Got my mood running for a wild weekend. It's finally Friday, I'm out of control. Forget the working blues and let the good times roll. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, George Jones. I do not know what that is in Fahrenheit, because here in the U.S. we use Fahrenheit. I guess other countries use Celsius. So I do not know what that is in Fahrenheit. The only thing that I know Celsius is 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Freezing. So if you can find out what that is in Fahrenheit, JJ, won't you do that for me? So in the meantime, got a mail call. I'll make a video on it. 108. It's rained a little bit here, not too much. Blue Ridge. 108 degrees. Man. Wish I had that weather. Well, maybe not that hot, but that's probably been a long time since it's been that warm over here. So got a little bit of mail call in today. Got a group bill token from Dan the Man from 60s Rule. I did it for being in his psychedelic 60s group build. And then he sent me, I don't know if he forgot that I already have one of his shop cards, but he ended up sending me 2. JJ. So if anybody in the monolith community needs a shop card from Dan the Man, let me know because I'll send you out these I have. Bretta, we don't talk about that now. Especially when Gary is here. We don't talk about that. And y'all, stupid cord. Hate this phone charger sometimes. So, hey, Jason. So, y'all are more likely to, y'all are more welcome to hop on if you want. I have no idea. JJ may be driving Empire. Ultimate driving. Car crushers. I don't know. But anyways, so still working on the. Oh, broken. Yeah, because I got 3 of them. Hang on, let me get my shop card box out. Oh, Brookhaven, it's been so long since I played that. Where is it? Here it is. See? I already have one. And then, so Dan the Man sent me, I guess, 2 of them. So, one I already have, I'm going to keep. Anybody wants a shop card, here you go. Polish keyboard. And here is my group build token from last year. Oh. Well, thank you, Gigi. Yeah, but Danny Man, maybe he accidentally sent 2. Maybe he was supposed to send 1, because maybe he forgot that I. Sure, Beretta. I'll have to see, because about I've never shipped anything overseas. So I think I got about 10, maybe 12 shop cards. And continued prayers for Senior and his family. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Continue praying for Senior's family for all he's gone through, and donate to that GoFundMe link, which I still need to do that. Probably do maybe about $5-10. All right, let's get some more work done. So let's show y'all what. Hey Gary. Mike, I had that today. I had DQ today. Are you trying to give me some more? Hey, East Coast. All right, so this is what I got left to do for the Chevelle. I already got the glass in, did all the chrome trim, and I painted underneath, as you can tell. I know, Mike, I was messing with you. Alright, got the firewall, all the interior done, the motor in. I probably, I don't know. And then here's underneath. I might hand paint my mufflers metallic red to match the body. Just might. JJ, what time is it for you at 10 p.m. my time? Because I'm Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. I am at 10 p.m. or something like 10:30. What is that? And what time is that for you in wherever you're at? 10:30 p.m. So it's going on. It's 15 after 10 for you. And so you're about, that's PM, I think, too. So you're like 4 hours ahead of me. For me, it's 6:15 right now. Here is the hood. The hood louvers are on. The little chrome trim on the Chevelle. And I gotta do some touch up because of the glue. Because it's like 6:15 my time, 6:15 p.m. I black washed my rocker panel trim. And here is the grill, black washed and headlights in. And then here is the back painted and tail lights in. So I gotta do like marker light stuff. Here is the tires all done. Red line trim. And then here is a core support. Don't, Gigi. So here's the radiator, the battery, and I guess the water bottle and something else. And then I got to put on decals. I'm going to figure out what decals I'm going to put on. Now I'm going to put on definitely the license plate. Some of the motor decals and some badging stuff. And I might put a stripe on it. I'm not putting the double stripes. All right, Bob. And hello, Bob. So yeah, any of y'all's more welcome. Hop on. In England. Oh, JJ. A very nice cup of tea. In China, they'll probably cut off your finger because I think this is basically China's. This is China's middle finger. I think, if I remember right, from what I've heard. All right. Course. Huh. I can see why you're addicted to tea because you're British. You're in England. I'm just messing with you, by the way. Don't take that offensively. Running a hit every 3 to 5 hours. Dang. Okay. Biscuits and cucumber sandwiches? I guess that's what they eat in England. Or is that what you eat in Germany, brother? Well, yeah, very soon I'm going to touch on a topic in my history class that involves your country, brother. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Very soon, because right now, for where I'm at, we're in the Great Depression right now. And soon we'll be touching on that topic. Cakes at tea time? So, how was everybody's day today? Oh yeah, that's kind of somewhat near me. Watched a tiny bit of it earlier. Louisville, Kentucky. But that was scary for the driver of the semi. Bridge too. I think this Chevelle needs an alignment adjustment. Well, you can do StreamYard. It's free. All you have to do is just click on the link, fill out the stuff, and there you go. Sports car. You can click on the link, JJ, that's pinned at the top of the chat, and you can hop in if you want. Oh, you're not allowed? Okay. I mean, you could and just not tell your mom, but I don't want you to get in trouble, so. All right, I got the tires on. Like I've done it many times. Like you can hop on and just have your camera off and just have the mic on. Because I've done that many times. Just been on live hangouts and just have my camera off. Okay. Okay, I'm a little confused now, JJ. Fonzie, buddy. She'll pop up screen here, buddy. Hey, Ed.
Evening, everybody. How you doing, John?
Doing good. We're finishing up the 6-7 Chevelle tonight.
Nice. Yeah. After Bob's chat last night, I did some turned on the fans in my spray booth, and I got my uh, what is it? 78 Dodge interior primed, primed on the bottom. Then I used a gray primer inside with True Taupe for the interior color, and then I did the same thing for the and I want to say I did matte black, either that or I just left it black flat primer. I don't remember. And then for the Dodge VTS, I did the gray primer with satin black on the bottom, and then gray primer with True Taupe on the inside. Um, I got the belts and pulleys for the 57 Chevy, which is this one. And then this is the belts and pulleys for the 78 Dodge. I got those primed flat black. I'm going to use my silver Sharpie to do the pulleys. Uh, got the
Hey,
oil pen for the 78 gloss black. That's ready to glue on once the engine block is painted. Uh, did the steering column and wheel for the 78. I want to say satin black. Intake for the 78 gray primer and then gloss black. It's ready for the aluminum that's going to go on it. Same with the exhaust for the 78 Dodge. Gray primer, gloss black. It's ready for the aluminum. Uh, Timing cover water pump for the 57 Chevy. Gray primer, gloss black, ready for aluminum. I've got the dash for the 78 True Taupe. I want to say that's a Krylon Shortcuts color. That's ready for detailing and getting glued into the interior. Timing cover, water pump, distributor, etc. for the 78 Dodge, ready for aluminum. Gearbox portion of the 57 Chevy transmission, ready for aluminum. Engine block, cylinder heads, and transmission for the 78. Transmission is going to get aluminum. Then I'm just going to brush paint the block and heads with Tester's dark gloss blue, the little square bottle. Oh, you fucker, stand up there. Intake and velocity stacks for the 57, ready for aluminum. Carbs for the 57, ready for aluminum. Yeah, I was a little busy last night.
hey, Ted.
Hey, Ted.
Oh, that should
Hey, Britta. Hey, East.
turn out well. Ed. I mean Ed.
Hey, Fred Henry.
Snappy Peppy. No package yet.
Happy, happy.
No package from you yet. Pappy. Probably maybe tomorrow or something. Now, I did get something in the mail today. I got a group build token from Dan the Man since I participated in his group build,
Hey,
and I got
Mike. Terry
hey Jay.
Wilson, how you doing today? Jay's Mini Scale, how you doing, buddy? Ride the wind. Good to see you, brother. Um, very tired. 4 o'clock came around very early this morning, and that was after not getting to bed until around midnight.
I'm
No,
not a
after midnight.
I'm I am not a fan on how this course report it goes in, but then it's like it's messing with the fan is not wanting to stay together, and I don't remember that when I built the Pro Street because they're basically the same kit, like same firewall, same fan. Like, is it supposed to lean forward a little bit?
I'm not real sure. I have the kit. I just haven't built it yet. Actually, I have both kits. I have the Pro Street and the non-Pro Street that you're working on now, and I haven't built either one of them.
Well, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna trim the fan down, the front of the fan, if I can without breaking anything.
I don't have to get up as early again tomorrow. I don't have to get up until 6 tomorrow, but that's so that I can have my little 2 hours to wake up and become civilized. And then my boss is going to text me a list of stuff that he needs to be able to take with him to our station that we have out in Austin. And I'm going to be loading all that stuff into my truck, taking it to his house, which that's a pretty good little drive from where I'm at here. I'm gonna drop that stuff off with him, pick up some modular kitchen racks that he'd ordered and had delivered to his house, and take those to one of our hospital locations here in Houston and drop those off with the line chef who's the manager of that location. And then I get to come home. And then after that, I'm the rest of the day is mine after that. So yeah, nice thing about that though is that's going to pay me some mileage. I get to collect my mileage for that one. And since I'm carrying stuff to the boss, I get to collect mileage there as well as back. Yay!
Sounds fun.
And when you drive a truck that only gets between 12 and 13 miles to a gallon, getting compensated for mileage helps a lot. Hey, Dennis.
Howdy.
Oh, wow, Ted. That, ouch. Oh, shit. Yeah. I guess while we're sitting here doing this, I'm going to open up my paint booth behind me here and turn on the light and fan, start shaking up that aluminum, and start getting some aluminum sprayed. Actually, I'm going to mask off this block first. As soon as
Okay.
I find my skinny Tamiya tape.
Hey, hey, Lewis and Andrew.
Hey, Lewis and Andrew, how you doing, brothers?
Project O.
Hey, Steven, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Stephen Ains. For all y'all who is watching, guess what starts today? Which I forgot to bring it down the show, but today starts my dragster group build March 1st.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I forgot to bring it down. I forgot all about it.
That's you can always post a separate video later, little brother.
Yeah, I'll probably do that later tonight. Because basically the only rules is must be a drag car or truck. Because it can be a truck too. Any dragster from like factory drag car, Lowe's Street, all the way up to like Top Fuel.
Can it be like a regular vehicle that the builder is modifying into a drag?
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, really kind of almost kind of think about it with the Pro Street Chevelle here. Only thing that's really added is like a raised intake and dual carbs, uh, a hood scoop, a roll cage with a partially stripped interior and volley bars and drag slicks, and that's basically it. That's
Yeah.
all. You can see them on here, Gary, and my community tab. If you're talking about the build video for this, oh crap,
Hey, K&A. How you doing
hearing
tonight, brother?
builds. Uh, no, well, I guess you can, but I don't have Facebook, Gary. My dad does. Because I'm just YouTube. That's basically the only social media I have is YouTube. And Ted, the group build ends May 31st. Like, so you got like 2 months, 3.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be enough time for me to start a new kit. I've got too many other projects going on.
I mean, you can start on. You don't have to finish because I know there's a lot of people that join group builds and they don't finish in time. So
Yeah, I've already got 3 group builds that I haven't finished yet, and the deadlines for those are over. At least I'm pretty sure Fat Fenders Fins and Chrome is over. I know
yeah.
the other 2 are.
Okay, Lou. Alright. Hopefully this will stay in place. This core support. So now I'm ready to put the body onto the chassis, and then put my grill in, my bumper in, my side mirrors, my rocker panel trim, and then head on and do some touch up work, marker lights, and I am done.
Nice.
Then probably tomorrow, might start on what I'm going to build for my drafter group build. Well, probably one of the two things. Because I'm going to build a front engine dragster That's from from the '60s. I think it started in the '60s. The Ram
Like
Charger,
like like a Tom Prudhomme rail or something along those lines.
something like that. Basically, like we'll have like maybe like a Hemi motor something up front, and you set over top of the axle.
Yeah, like one of the rail cars that Tom Prudhomme drove,
Okay, so
Big Daddy Don Garlits.
and then that kit comes with that it's a funky looking truck that you can haul the dragster.
Oh, nice.
It's that kit. It's a tune one kit.
Okay, yeah, I think I know the kit you're talking about.
Ram Chargers team.
Yeah.
So I know there's
Brandon
also
Jason.
a Ram Charger drag kit that it's without that funky looking hauler truck
Yeah.
itself. And then the other thing I'm going to build for my drag car group build is the Pro mod,
Yeah.
and I'm going to do that in Paula.
I mean, does it have to be a fresh start kit or could it be something that's already in progress?
Be something already in progress. I
Uh,
mean,
I might be able to finish that 69 Charger funny car then. I might be able to finish that in time. And that doesn't have to be modified to be made into a drag car. It is a drag car, funny car.
you got insulted yesterday about your music taste. It's an insult against your daughter, and you still in Ukraine. Wait, was that on here on a hangout or not, Bretta? As I've said, this is the first time hearing this. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and put the radiator on.
I was stationed East Coast there, Pappy. I got hooked. I did Mediterranean cruises. I got hooked on Greek food.
I've had I got family that were in the aren't in the military. Both my great grandpas were. The first one, he was in World War II. He was from what if I remember right, I've heard he was a cook in in the army. That's what he did, and he was stationed in Pearl Harbor during the bombing.
Oh wow!
I think if I remember right. And then my other great grandpa, he was in the Navy, and I can't remember or I don't know what he did, but I think it was for I think he did it was either Vietnam or the Korean War.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a great uncle that was he was in the military. He just passed recently back in September. And out of all days he chose 9/11 to go. So I can't remember what he did. I don't know. I can't remember if he was Navy or not. Can't remember. I don't know what war, if he even fought in any wars or what wars he was a part of. Then I think I also got a cousin that was in the military. I think maybe the same thing as my great uncle. Then I also got a cousin that's missing in action. That's still over in Vietnam.
That sucks.
Yeah, my mom said.
I hope your cousin comes home, brother. I hate. I hate to hear of any MIA POWs still being MIA/POW. That's that shit needs to. That war is long over. They need to let our boys go. Granted, that would take admitting that they have our boys that they've had our boys in the first place, but still, and girls, because it's not just the men that they got. They got some women too, unfortunately.
Uh, I can't remember how I'm related or whatever to him or I can't even remember his name, but still up there in Vietnam. I guess buried in the ground somewhere, maybe from an explosion or something. I don't know. Don't know. And I've seen some videos of like some like veterans, some old veterans were playing some like military games like Call of Duty and all that. And sitting there, like killing people left and right. And he was like, "I don't miss," and saying like he knows like what he's doing and all that. Like the title of the video, like he's got experience. And I seen like also the video, like same guy veteran was playing like military game, and he was talking about like making a headshot, like I guess talk about like the curvature or whatever, and like an object in the way where you can just see their head.
Yeah,
Talking about that, and he was telling people in the game with kind of like some headshots. So yeah, he's definitely got some experience.
and while I was never a sniper, not anywhere near it, I sat my skinny little rear end in the Combat Information Center on board my ship, miles offshore. So I don't have any personal firsthand experience with headshots or anything like that. But from talking with my spec op buddies that I'd met along the way, video game headshots compared to reality headshots, massively different. Nowhere near the same. Same goes for movie headshots compared to reality headshots. Not not even close.
Sometimes I do not like putting on radiator hoses because it's like they don't ever want to go in place. What did I do with my pliers? There we go. Covered up by the decals.
Jeffafa.
Hey, Papa. Finally, got the reader who's in place. How have you been the past few days, if you don't mind me and everybody else asking?
Yeah, that is a good question, Fafa. How's your mama doing, brother? Oh, I hope well.
Yeah.
And Mini Mike, it not only does that kind of stuff remind them of their fallen brothers, but it also reminds them of their own personal experience of what they personally went through slash had to do just to be able to survive. So yeah, there there's a lot of reasons why combat vets do not care for war movies slash uh, video games. So
Okay, I do not like this. Let me fix that.
Yeah, you can change the. There you go.
Yeah,
what's
Um,
up, Jeff?
yeah, we'll go back to that.
one of my uncles was a medic in Vietnam, and it was nothing growing up to listen to when he was taught. He slept because he worked nights to hear the screams out of that man
Yeah.
to see what it is. It all comes down to a bunch of rich fucking politicians in the military industrial complex not giving a shit about human life to friggin' pad their wallets.
Yep.
And
And
it's
then
worth. And the worst part is these men and women who go see this will never be the same. I don't care what anybody says. They're not. They do their best to survive every single day as it comes.
exactly. And the worst part of it is for those of us that enlist, we don't have any choice in what our assignments are and where we go and what we do. We get our orders and we say yes sir slash no yes sir or no sir or yes ma'am or no ma'am, and then we do what the hell we're told to do. We don't ask questions. We don't not when you're in the Navy and you're just a E6 or down, and your chief petty officer or your senior chief petty officer gives you an order to get something done, you say, aye, aye, chief, and you get busy. You do what chief told you to do.
And I hope I'm not saying this in the wrong context, Fred. You're right. Stolen valor is something every person should take seriously.
Very
But when
much
you when you push a button to send a tomahawk, you don't know exactly where it's going to land and exactly what it's going to do,
exactly.
and that comes with its own problems. But I will answer the question you all ask. Due to things I won't get into here with family issues, I see her for about 3 days this week. I didn't stop in yesterday on my way home because two of the family members would have made it miserable for her, and that's something I can't do. When they're not being an adult, I'll step up and do the right thing. She squeezed my hand, but they started feeding her through her mouth, and it started going into the lungs. And two of them, unbeknownst to us, got power of attorney without our say so or any involvement, and they're going to put her in a hospice. Is the best I can figure it out.
That's not good.
No.
That's not good at all, brother. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, thank you. I mean, she 84, little shy of 85. She might make it there. She may not. I don't know. All I can tell you is I went there, spoke my piece, and made it that way.
Hey, Eagle. Yeah, I mean, Pappy, same here. I chose to join the Navy. That was my freely made decision. Now, I didn't choose to become a frogman. I was an electronic warfare technician. So, and thing is I knew that I did not personally have what it takes to have been a frogman. So I didn't even begin to go that route. And for those of you that do that route and you make it, bravo.
At least,
Hoorah.
hey, Amanda, at least they'll give you time to get your other boyfriend out of there. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to avoid that subject because it's going to weigh on me, and I need some kind of semblance of normalcy as best as I can. And thank you guys for all the thoughts and prayers. My older sister, who I was staying at her house, she greatly appreciated it, along with my brother-in-law.
And they're still coming your way there, brother. You're still in my thoughts. You're still in my prayers. So are you. So is your mom and your whole family, brother.
Some of them I'd pray for them to go to hell, but that's my problem to deal with. You can't fix kind of ignorance of an adult.
Yeah. And even with that, and it may be a waste of time on my part, but I'm still personally praying that your family quits being dumb and agrees to finally allow you to come and spend time with your mom in her last days,
Yeah, I did. It was late at night, and apparently I sent out a text to a bunch of people, got a middle finger. And Fred, I know you're going to appreciate this one because you saw the post. Of course, Kansas City is known for barbecue, so I posted up on my social timeline that my meal from Wednesday night, Wednesday night. Jesus Christ, I don't know what day it is. And quote Jeff C. Canelli, "You pig." I logged into Facebook briefly Thursday morning to get notified that that could be an offensive comment. I'm like, all the crap we say, and that's offensive. And I don't know. Give me a second if I can bring it up.
I mean,
Spotify, you got a haircut.
Yes, I did. And the sad part is, every time I get a haircut,
you get them all cut.
No,
he loses more hair.
I'm not even gonna go near that. I'm just glad Senior here ain't here to say, "Hey, we need to send you Manscaped." That was a joke that went on for a little while.
I believe the new model of it is called the lawnmower.
In his case, it's the Brush Hog 5.0. Let's see if I can find it. Fred, all I can tell you, this was dinner from the other night. Let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I can tell you right now, Brian sent me a big middle finger emoji over it. But thank you again for everything, and the people who reached out to me.
Say, Eagle.
And there she is, the Red Rooster herself.
Say, Eagle. You aircraft and armor guys teach us car and truck guys a whole lot too. So it goes both ways, brother.
Yes, Fred. So next year we all need to go to Kansas City and go to the Heartland Model Car Nationals, and we will go to that restaurant. It's worth it. And boy, Jonathan, there were some great parts that Jason sent you.
Thank you. Yeah.
But apparently we got to educate you on car parts, apparently, because I'm looking at bags. I don't know what these are, extra parts. There's no such thing as extra parts. Parts to be used. And if you talk with Fred and Dawn and them guys, they will tell you and Jason how to get them off. Jason Hanscom is another guy who uses the 3D parts a lot and can help you with that to get them off and get them cleaned up and stuff. Yep. I got a whole box full of it over here, Jonathan.
Pretty.
Not as pretty as you, Amanda.
Aw.
Yeah, I can't wait to build these up.
Drag wheels, yep.
Last night I did a little small mock up of like the idea of what I was doing. Yeah, I've definitely got to do some cutting on the Pro Street frame and get some styrene to extend it and widen it.
There's two ways you can do this. You can get the super glue, obviously, you know about, but look into 5-minute epoxy, because what that does is allows you to set it up to get better tolerance and make sure where your wheels are straight, up and down, and stuff like that.
So which one
Groucho Marx.
impersonate there, Amanda?
I'm Fafa.
Ah. It's kind
No, you apparently you got a lot more hair than I do.
I got it on the top, not on the sides.
She came and she put the mirror behind me, and I was like, "Lady, don't ever do that again." She said, "Why?" I said, "I see a bigger bald spot than even I realized."
Bald is beautiful.
And and Fred, yeah, I can't wait to see that stuff that Dawn sent you people up. And thank you. Yeah, I mean, I got a text from Mike Brenner, Kevin Smith, and several others that are asking about me. It's not that I didn't want to be here, but
you had other stuff that was a little bit more important to take care of. We all understand, brother.
and God damn, I'm never getting out. I'm gonna take Fred Henry's advice, and I'm gonna start paying the $20 extra per flight, because I felt like a sardine going from Missouri to Baltimore when I was stuck in the middle of the seat with two rather fluffy individuals, as you were calling them the other night on Bob's Live.
You know, they did that shit to me one time when I was flying. It was a 2-seat row, and they put the two fattest people on the plane next to each other. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, wow.
I'm not going nowhere near that.
Me and the guy were talking shit about it to each other. I was like, I get that they got to balance the weight and everything, but damn.
Yeah, I'm going to follow Fafa's lead, and I'm going to leave that one alone, sweetheart.
I know I'm heavy. It's okay.
Nope. I have too much respect for you as a person.
And I'm going to second that, Fafa.
Plus, I'm scared to death of her.
As you should be. Hey, hurry up before my husband gets home.
I think
Get
you're
out.
smarter than you let on, Norman. You need to stop proving that you got a little bit more brains up in that noggin of yours than you let on.
And we did fly over Florence, Kentucky.
I was waving. Did you see me?
Yep. But Fred, I know you'll get a kick out of this.
Blue Streak, what's up, brother?
Hey, Mark.
Fred, yeah, that happened. But the guy sitting to my right was about your height, and the guy, I swear to God, his arms are 24 inches. I was like, yeah, this is not something I want to get stupid here with.
Austin just showed up.
But Fred will get a kick out of this. My plane the plane that we're riding was coming in from Oakland, and it was late by a half an hour. And I looked right at the stewardess when flight attendant, when we got on. Somebody said why we're delayed, and she said something about wind. I said, nah, they were getting skyjacked on their way over Oakland. If you've been to Oakland, you'll get the joke. Instead of getting carjacked, they were getting skyjacked.
I want to know who made Britta feel bad.
Britta's a sweetheart.
I'm going to fight somebody.
What's wrong, Mark?
Other than being Canadian, eh? Well, looks like Ted might get some run burn tonight because Amanda's playing horny little devil there.
Better hide that man in the closet or under the bed.
I forgot I did that.
That was well played, Jonathan. But I'm going to get out of here and enjoy just hanging out in the chat tonight.
All right,
All
Papa.
right, Papa. You have a good night, brother.
Love
too.
you, Fafa.
Love you too, Amanda. I'll be in chat, so don't worry.
Okay.
Wait, is Fafa going to be the next man in Amanda's closet?
In my what?
In closet?
Fafa, hide.
Oh, it's confirmed now. I will say this: I'm not a big fan of how this these bumpers going. It's like with the front, or maybe with the frame. It's like you shove it one way. It seems like it's a little too far forward for the grill to get set up when it needs to. But then if you shove a little that way, it like not enough for the rear, and it sticks out a little bit. I don't know what it is.
Well, Mark,
I'm going to
hopefully
blame
it's just a
Fafa.
really bad cold, maybe a mild flu, and not anything worse. That's what I'm hoping for you, brother.
There's been sinus infections going around. Everybody's getting sick and having to go and get antibiotics and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a hell of a head cold about a month and a half, 2 months back.
Thanks, Fat Peppy.
And boss made suggestion because that I go ahead and get tested for COVID because symptoms I was describing were same symptoms he had when he most recently tested positive. So I was like, well, crap. All right. So I went down and got a COVID test and came back negative. So apparently it was just either a very severe head cold or a very minor flu. But thankfully I got over it fairly quick. So that's awesome to hear, Britta.
Yeah, definitely not a big fan how these bumpers go. Because I mean, like up here on the Pro Street one.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, it's like sticking out.
Oh yeah, how it sticks out past it further than the side panel to the body.
Too wide and like not wanting to stay on the body, and then I remember I had problems trying to get my grill on.
Yeah.
Like I was like doing shaving and all that too.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Hell,
Commander, look what Fafa said.
hey, even with a cold, I recorded 2 videos today, edited 2 videos today, uploaded 2 videos today, and still going.
Somebody been busy.
I took a nap
No.
today.
I don't
Ooh.
do naps.
Nothing's going to stand in our way. Nothing's
I hope it
going
wasn't me that made you feel that
to
was saying K-pop wasn't music, because it is music. It's not a genre that I listen to often, but every once in a while I find a little bit of it that I enjoy. So, and if it was me, I apologize. I did not intend to make you feel bad. So
What are you babbling about?
Hey, so
Hang on.
I'm not reading anything.
Exactly.
I'm
I'm very glad to
I'm
hear
just-
that, Britta. And I agree with
just-
Papa. It's like modeling. It only matters if you like it.
Oh, the wife is sick. The father-in-law is getting sick.
hey, Angry.
I haven't been sick in 5, 6, 8 years, something like that. So it's just my time. Even Dad's catching a cold. He's the only one I'm worried about. He's so prone to pneumonia.
Yeah.
Keep a close eye on him.
Yeah.
Every time he catches pneumonia, he's in the hospital for about 2 to 3 weeks because he's too goddamn stubborn to go in.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been told that I have a face for newspaper. Angry. What's up, brother?
So if anybody's made comments on my videos and I haven't answered back yet, you know why. I just haven't been in the freaking mood to.
So I guess they call Angry because he gets mad at the model he's building every time. So they decided to go with Angry with the name. Hey, Marcy.
Eagle, having a face for radio ain't as bad as having a face for newspaper. That's all right there, Mini Mike. I have mirrors. I know what I look like. Ain't pretty. And I don't care.
So for the ones who don't know, I got some stuff in the mail today. I got a group build token, which I gotta fix it myself.
Cool.
From a man, since I was in the psychedelic '60s group build. Like I gotta fix the paper back on the wooden chip.
Nice.
Hey, Jason.
Jason, what's up,
Come on,
brother?
everybody.
Hey, Marcy, how you feeling tonight, sweetheart?
Hey, Jason.
And
Mark.
Dan the man sent me also with the group build token 2 shop cards. And I don't know if he remembers not, but I already have one from him and gave him 2. So if anybody that does not have a shop card from Dan the Man, I'll send you one. Because I don't need 3.
Mini Mike. That's why we do scale modeling, not swimwear modeling. Very true, Mini Mike. Very true. You didn't seem like you were sounding all that bad last night. Leastwise, not as bad as I look. I need to quit being so mean to myself. I really do.
I'll fight you.
Round 1. Boy.
Okay, Amanda.
Finish him.
Amanda.
Yeah.
We're going Aggie fight. First one with a bloody nose wins.
Don't touch my piercings.
Hey, Phil. How you doing, brother?
Somebody
Good to see you.
piercings.
Now I gotta get out of my chair. This is gonna suck.
Hey, Harden.
Say hello to the people.
What the
Hello,
dog?
people.
What the dog doing? Hi, honey.
What the dog?
You smell like a dog.
Oh, that reminds me. My instructor at trade school, he told us a story about his dog and his cat. That he has a female dog
Hi.
that would go knock off the cat, a male cat, off like a couch or chair, and then start humping it.
Who's humping?
And
Wow.
we're sitting there wondering, like, why in the world is this female dog doing this?
That's all right. Little brother has 2 female dogs, and the elder likes to hump the younger.
And some kids at my trade school class was saying like the cat and the dog is gay and all that. So
Well, I don't know if that's the case or not, but
I know.
Ow.
Yeah, I say that is too. And he and my cat just
Heads off.
sits there. Like,
get that right, Eagle.
Hey, get off my man.
whoa, now.
Hey, Ted.
He did.
I can't even get in the door.
Run, man, run!
Okay. Okay.
What the hell is going on in here?
Well, you see, your daughter came home and threw all her shit on the table. And then gone. And then some dude wearing a Desert Storm hat left all this stuff on the table from the last time he was working on like model cars or something. I don't know who it was.
Just throw it all.
Whoa!
Throw it all in the garbage.
Man,
Throw it
look-
all in a garbage bag and put it out on the deck.
Oh, shut up.
And that'll teach them to not leave stuff on the kitchen table.
Ready? Pot roast.
I'm hungry now. After I had Dairy Queen today.
Back up.
All right, y'all. I'll return in just a moment. It's nicotine time.
All right.
Sounds like a good plan.
Lily, shut up.
Time to get some oxygen in the lungs.
I generally refer to it as time to go have a breathing treatment.
Jason.
Has anybody done this Baldwin motion car before?
The 70 and a half.
Yeah, the green one.
Yeah. I have not.
I haven't either.
Well, if you do, get ready for some injector pin mark push through.
Pretty bad.
Those monsters.
Well, they jammed them through, like the injector pin marks on the back are pushed so hard that it's actually impressed into the detail side.
Oh, really? Wow.
Like the seats have it, the door panels have it, freaking everything.
What is that, a Reveller or MPC?
AMT. So of course you got to go in there with your scribers and stuff and dig it all out and smooth it. And
What are you showing? You're 67?
looks good for a Ford.
I was
a 70.
That's nice. Who did that?
Hey.
Ted or Amanda? Or I mean, Ted or Amanda?
Huh?
Did you build that, Amanda?
No, that was Ted.
Ted?
Hey, I know what would fix that real quick. Build a Chevy.
Yeah, hey Jason, I did that car a couple years ago, and there was a big one in the middle of the roof, like where the dome light is on the inside, and I had to fill it.
No, really?
Yep.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Camaro's like that too. Big sinkhole where the
That
freaking
was
dome light is.
the Baldwin Motion kit.
I think I have that Mustang kit too. Now that you say that, that's what I'm looking right now. Yeah. Well, that's good to know.
I got the stock 6.7 Chevelle right here, and I just grabbed the hood off of the street and just sat it on top to see. Completely stock car with a hood scoop on it.
Looks good, Jonathan.
Thanks. Yeah, I still got to put some badging stuff on, decals, meters, and some trim. There it is with the stock hood. I mean, this is. Thank you, Britta. But this is well for me. This is almost show worthy. Just the only thing that bothers me about it's just when you look at it close. When you look at it close, you can see a bunch of cracks. The body got stripped to repaint it. And other than that, it looks good.
What'd you use for the window trim? A marker?
Yeah, so I always do.
Looks good.
Yeah, once I put this video out, you'll see that. You see what I mean about these freaking ejector pin marks that push through.
For the ones who have just came in, my dragster group build starts today. That it starts today in the rules. But basically, the rules are just as long as it's a drag car or truck from lowest of the low, like street car, like could be like a factory drag car, up to like a top fuel from March 1st to May 31st is when it is.
So basically anything.
Yeah, as long as a drag car or truck, you can make a truck a drag car. You can make a truck a drag truck if you want.
Hey Jonathan, I'm thinking about doing this one.
Let me put you in big screen. Nice, thank you, Bruce.
Oh, that's cool, Ted.
Once you
Does it have to be real?
may be, but once you do this, Ted, have Amanda build one and you build the other one.
Hey, there you go.
She
Do
won't.
a little buddy build. See,
Hey, John.
builds the best. Who can come out better?
Does it have to be real?
I like. I can never think of the word. Weathering stuff.
Yeah, that's what Ted and Amanda can do.
I can't hear him.
Just take the phone.
Because I was thinking of building something, but I don't know if it has to be a real vehicle or not.
I mean, as long as it's a dragster.
It's got no carrots.
It's,
Good. Big carrots.
I know.
Carrots are gross.
Big boy don't like carrots.
So I was thinking of taking an airplane fuselage and turning it into a streamlined dragster.
I mean, you could. I mean, people use like them stuff and put in cars, and you sitting there watching fun shoot out and all that when they go. Which was when I woke up from a nap.
Depends on how they're cooked, Marcy.
I'm gonna eat my dinner. I'll be back.
All
You'll
right.
be front.
With turbines. That they even do that in the. You'll see a modified truck like
Take it
one
easy,
or
David.
two engines.
Sleep well, brother.
I can't see chat.
I don't know if y'all heard it when I first started the stream or not. I think there's been an update with StreamYard and all that because I'm sitting here looking at the chat on the StreamYard chat, and I can tell who has a wrench and who does not on a StreamYard.
Never could.
For me, I can't. I don't know if it's just a glitch or maybe that's an update or something. I don't know. Which I want to add you. As long as I thought you had. Well, Ted don't have a wrench. Pappy don't have a wrench.
Oh,
Don't have a wrench. Don't worry, I'll give y'all a wrench. Amanda didn't have a wrench.
I don't have a wrench.
You. Boston don't have a wrench. No, I'll mess with that. But
I kind of like my knives. Be honest with you.
mm-hmm.
Brad, you already got a wrench. What are you talking about?
I'm sitting here kind of sketchy cutting off my my rocker panel trim because I'm sitting here like trying to cut like the edge on it, and I'm keep trying to put pressure on it, and it's sitting here kind of like bending a little bit. I'm sitting here afraid that I'm gonna snap it in half. I mean, I may have to get the torch out, heat it up a little bit, and take the blade through.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
What's going on, Bruce?
Wait. Millionaire Bruce Wayne's here?
I don't know about Bruce Wayne.
Pappy, what about Goodrich? Yeah, Garrett, what about Goodrich? Because you got Snap-on and Goodrich for you, but what about Goodrich?
Snap-on and DeWalt. It's about those are the tool brands I purchase. I mean, I got DeWalt, just about everything.
Where's the torch?
My drill's DeWalt.
Fire!
My circular saw's DeWalt. My jigsaw's DeWalt. My framing hammer is DeWalt.
friggin' 80 degrees in here right now. 17 outside. You guys hear me?
Pocket knife and my
Yeah.
folding box knife are DeWalt.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a new mic and a new camera I'm playing with. Just got them plugged in before I mount them somewhere.
Yeah. Nice and warm in here, at least, with the fireplace going. 17 outside. I want freaking spring.
Actually, was 63 degrees here today.
I don't.
It
I don't
poured rain like crazy there on what, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday, and then it started Wednesday night, and then all day Thursday with a windstorm, and then Thursday night. I know. How was that? Tuesday. My brain's not working. I'm sorry, guys. Tuesday night it started raining, and then Wednesday all day it was just windstorm and pouring rain, and then get up Thursday morning and it's friggin' 2 inches of snow.
No kidding. Wow.
I don't know what the
So
high
it went from 50 degrees outside and pouring rain to, well, we're at 17 now, and 2 inches of snow.
I say I don't know what the high got up to today, but it's currently 56 here in Houston.
Wow. We were actually probably as warm as you guys were down there, Ed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it got into upper 60s, maybe even low 70s.
Clay Milligan has a premiere going. Guess I'll watch that later.
Who does? Clay?
Clay Milligan, yeah.
Yeah.
East Coast mentioned it earlier, but which I seen a little, like maybe a minute of it, but a live stream of a semi truck over the bridge in Louisville, Kentucky, dangling off the bridge.
Went off the bridge? Uh-oh.
Yeah, dangling off the bridge. The entire semi is off, and half the trailer is off the bridge. And they're sitting
Must
there.
be another Alabama driver.
Apparently, it got up to 76 degrees today here in Houston.
Wow. That's like perfect weather right there.
Let's see, high of 25 today.
I think it's been
Low
about
20.
around
Like
that.
we got up to 75 in Florida.
Yeah, quit bragging, Mini Mike.
Our highest temp is next Wednesday at 53.
Ooh.
I mean,
But
Sunday
we got
would be
rain out of those 8 days. 8 out of 10 days.
I mean, I've heard it's going to be 71 for me on Sunday.
Well, I'm going to block you on YouTube. At least until I'm in the 70s. Then I'll unblock you again.
Oh, wow, Bruce. 2 hours in a cab
Yeah,
dangling off a bridge.
we don't want to hear you bragging there, Mini Mike.
Oh, Mike's always bragging.
We're going to take him out, going to get him drunk, and then we're going to send him over to, like, I don't know, somewhere cold.
I'm thinking Anchorage, Alaska is good.
Oh, I was thinking Greenland.
That worked too.
No ID, no nothing. You want to keep bragging about warm temperatures? We're going to send him to Greenland with no ID.
I'm in the part where there's
No,
like
no. No cell phone, no nothing.
We'll give him a box full of food to last a week, and then he has to go find.
Oh, people in Greenland are nice. They'll feed them.
Somebody will take him in.
Yeah. And then he's got to try and figure out how to prove who he is. Then he's got to figure out how to get money so that he can buy an airplane ticket back.
He probably
Figure out how to get ID and everything so that he can get a passport to fly back.
Yeah, because even though he's a United States citizen without his passport, they ain't gonna let him back in. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of people getting in without passports. So, I mean, my state's governor's doing what he can to fight it, and he's having to fight the federal government to do it. But
illegal.
See, nobody memorizes phone numbers anymore, so you can't send the person with their phone. So they don't memorize phone numbers, they can't call anybody.
That's it. Mike gave up. He's done.
very true,
Yeah.
because I can rattle off one phone number by heart, and that phone number will make this phone right here ring. And that's the only phone number I can rattle off by heart. Anytime I need someone else's number, I gotta look it up in my phone.
What
Really?
house was it, Dad? 939-3584. That was the one in Morinville. And that was how many years ago?
Wow.
The only numbers I can remember
30.
Dad's phone.
That's the one the person at home had a great count.
Yeah. And then that's got to be at least 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And then there was 991-8162, I think it was in one of my old cell phone numbers when I was like 20.
That was myself.
Mine. Because everybody used to call 911. They hated it. It was 991.
My Motorola. 910.
Yeah.
Now
I
today,
think that was my Nokia. My Nokia was 991.
now I guess today,
I haven't had a Nokia in I don't remember how long.
called I
Pick something up. Yeah. Oh.
I still don't even know yours. I still don't even memorize your phone number yet.
No, I know mine. I know Mama. Okay. Nobody else.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Did you ever send your phone number to me, Jason?
No, I didn't. That's my bad. I'll send it tonight. I gotta email Mike as well
Okay.
because I gotta send you the picture of that motor as well, so you know where all those parts go.
Yeah, because there's some parts I'm not sure where they go. Like I know most of it goes together. Just there's some I don't know. And I just realized that because Rob at Time Machine Scale Models, he said he sent me an email, and I look and I haven't seen one so from recently. So
Just soup. I'm trying to eat some more of that soup.
he said
I had
soup.
pizza pockets if you want one or two.
The soup kitchens from the Great Depression because
Basically
that's
just
what
mini Cocoons.
Right.
Oh,
Depression.
I think everybody's just feeling like shit right now. It's just. Oh, I know. We got chocolate muffins there and whatever those other ones are. I'm not sure what they are.
I had 2 blueberry ones.
I can go warm you up a can of stew if you want. No problem. You need to eat more than just a brick of cheese.
What's wrong with eating a brick of cheese?
We're talking about a guy that's 73 years old, well, 74 tomorrow.
Well, happy early birthday.
Happy birthday.
And
Yeah.
they can't see you.
Make sure Mark gets you something nice for your birthday.
Hey, I'm making supper.
Hey, Mark,
At least you're gonna make him something.
Jonathan's waving to you. What'd you say? I thought somebody said something about supper.
No, I said at least you're making him something.
Yeah. Well, I got the mother-in-law to make him something as well. So he'll have that tomorrow as well. If I could have, if we were able to afford it, I would have gotten salmon. So, wow.
I was in town.
there
I
you
know
go.
you're in town, but I'm not making you buy the food for your supper.
Hey everybody, how are you night?
What's going on, Bob?
Yeah, my
Oh,
daughter's
Hey, Bob. I just ache everywhere.
My daughter's birthday is 2 days from now on the 3rd. She'll be 22.
Hey Jeff,
What you working on, Bob?
Wow.
got 22
Wow.
left.
Hey, Bob.
Mom, if Mom was still here, her birthday's the 31st.
Yeah.
Before I forget, Bob. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Mark. Go ahead, finish, Mark.
Hey, Jeff.
Oh, it's Dad's birthday's on the 2nd, and Mom's was on the 31st.
I watched some of your live last night after I got home because I had to decompress. I agree. I concur. I think Thursday nights you would be the man, and I will help when I can. But between June and August, I don't get any. Very rarely do I get a Thursday night off to do something. But when I can, I will gladly step in and help out Bob as best as I can.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm just trying to find something maybe that will take 1 or 2 a month in my place, type thing. So I don't have
Well,
to,
count me down for 1 a month. I'll do that.
I have to deal stuff with Mom and everything.
Yeah.
I may not be able to make every week. That was my
I think
main
mine's just some
stopping point right now.
sinus pressure and stuff.
Joey on Sundays, Cliff on Mondays, Rob on Tuesday, Wednesday Mark, Thursday Bob, me Friday, and Brian Saturday. Sounds good. Hey Terry too.
Hey, Terry, too. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Terry?
And to correct something, hi Terry too. Fred, we know the cops weren't there at your house because of you. You were the good son. It was always your brother's fault.
Nah, Pappy been chasing them girls around too much, so
I think this is ready for at least the first layer of primer.
All right, let me hop out of here again. I just wanted to address that with Bob. And I did wave when we went over the St. Louis area. I know you didn't see me, but
You probably flew way north of me.
hey, at least the thought that counts, Bob.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You're just mad you didn't have a bazooka to take it out. Let's be honest.
yeah. See what Pappy said, Papa.
Yep, I did. Hey, Fred, I was just trying to be polite, man, for once in my life.
What's the fun in that, Papa?
You ever see Fred's a big boy. Fred's a real warrior. Well, I kind of find it funny. Here's this alpha male, and this nice, lovely wife of his scares the hell out of him more than his CEO ever did. I'm gonna so pay for this.
An elfin male. We consider Fred to be an opposite of an elf. He's closer to the giant.
Oh, so you're saying he's a beta? Ooh,
No, you said an elf.
alpha.
Oh, you said elfin, like the little guy with
no,
the pointy
no.
ears and the cap. Makes cookies in the Keebler tree,
Santa self.
and that's the last thing I think of when I think of Fred.
Oh my God! Now I know what name we need to call Midget Mike or Mini Mike. We could call him the Keebler Elf Modeling. Oh God! That man's gonna be so confused. He's gonna need therapy.
Wow.
By the time we're done with him.
If he does that at the start of every video, today's sponsor, Keebler Cookies. Have these cookies. Now,
She's doing about as good as she can, Terry. Now he's offended. She's shocked it took me this long. We're deciding if she's got to go to hospice or not. It's a really scary situation, volatile situation. Let me put it that way.
Well, they also use hospice for recovery and rehabilitation too. It's not just for the dead and the dying.
Yep.
I'm in trouble with Mike too now. Uh-oh.
I will say this: do not piss Marcy off. As long as you don't piss her off, you got a chance. Piss her off, good luck.
How about we rewind the stream so that we can say that what me and Papa said never happened. So.
Oh, I delete mine every chance. Just protect all the participants. Especially all the ones bigger than me. That's 90% of them. Bastards. All right, guys, I'm going to hop out here and let Terry 2 hop in so he can show you his dog's better side. And Jason, that was a nice thing you did for Jonathan.
Oh, anytime. I want to do something for Jimmy and help him out too. Being, we got a couple young modelers in here.
Yeah, we got a older version of a young modeler. His name's Fred Henry. He loves stuff. I am so not going to Acme because I will get strung from a bridge now. No, I won't eat Wheaties. I'm glad I never ate Wheaties. You see what happened to Bruce Jenner? I mean, Caitlyn Jenner?
I'm the worst place to be.
God, I've missed this all week. All right, I'm going to get out of here before I destroy poor Jonathan's stream. You're doing a great job, Jonathan. Keep it up.
Thank you, Papa.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Terry too. It won't be for a photo or wherever. It'll be for real. Ain't important.
Weather was killing me. I'm telling you. I ache everywhere. Sniffles.
Hey, Bob, Mo Parnut says, what scale is the plane?
Is that my boss finally sending me that information?
Hey, Bob, what scale is that plane? Mopar Nuts wanting to know.
What was that again, Jonathan? Breaking up.
What scale is that plane? Mopar Nuts wanting to know.
1/72 scale. 1/72 scale. You couldn't hardly tell by looking at it, but yeah, it's 1/72. But the F-22 is a big bird.
That looks like what the Dorado-shaped Transformer transforms into from the Michael Bay movies.
Probably was. Because they kind of cloned what they saw, so yeah, it probably was. I don't remember having seen that movie in a long time.
Hey, Jonathan. I just thought I'd pop in here. I'm gonna go eat something, relax.
Yeah, you
Thanks for letting me jump in.
Oh, you're welcome, Mark.
Take care,
Hey,
Mark.
later, guys.
All right.
Later, Mark.
Well, brother, have a good night.
Ted is wondering if anybody has heard of Senior.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Senior.
Just last night, when Brian Kopp popped in my live and said that he was resting comfortably and he's starting to swell, which is another sign of his kidneys and organs shutting down. And he didn't expect it. That could be within a day or two.
Oh, man.
That's not good.
No.
Very, very not happy to hear that.
Well, from all the live streams I've done, at least he's been on one of my live streams because I did a hangout when I was first starting to do live streams on there. At least I was able to do my live streams.
Yeah, it's a good thing we can hear that ball shaking. Otherwise, what you're doing looks kind of.
Yeah, sorry. Let me.
Don't worry, brother. Anybody. You need to find something from us. I will have an extra top hat left over and golf. I mean, and then I'm not sure which top to use. I'm not so different. And then well, there's some drag tires like, well, you got these, then you got the ones and come with this. Get the one good years and then the ones that are just blank.
I already know the first thing what I want to do.
What?
Go to
see him go there. So what? You built some. I know you built like 10, 20 BLMs.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to make a trip to Ollie's this payday and get a dehydrator. I'm tired of waiting on paint to dry.
With the engineer, those are well, at least the big ones. Those came from came from this one. This one got the good years on. That was the blank one.
Depends on what you're wanting to do, Britta.
There'll be two.
In some situations, brush painting is best. Some situations, spraying, and sometimes between spraying, either rattle can or airbrush. It really just depends on what you're wanting to do.
Gas can. I don't know how that would look for a pro mod with a big old compact coming out there and exhaust coming out. I don't know. I don't know if that would even fit. I mean, the big old Hemi.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the next S10 I want to do is get that sleeper kit, take the motor, maybe a 350 or something like small, and put an 80s front end on it.
That's what you're working on, Ed.
I've got a couple of things I got going on up here. I've got some parts for the 57 Chevy that I'm pro streeting that I just got done spraying some aluminum on. Just sprayed aluminum on the transmission for the 78 Dodge, as well as for the front timing cover water pump. Did the timing cover water pump for the 57, did the exhaust for the 78, the intake for the 78. I just used some flat black for the exhaust manifolds for the 78. I guess I could go ahead and get my Sharpie out and do the pulleys for both engines while I'm waiting on that paint to dry.
Can't wait to see your 78 pickup.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing the I haven't decided what color I'm gonna do the body in yet, but I'm doing the interior in Krylon Shortcuts True Taupe. I got that done last night.
You use a lot of Krylon paint?
I use a lot of everything paint. Testers, Krylon, Rust-Oleum. Pretty much, I don't use paint as far as for rattle cans based off of the brand. I use rattle cans based off of the color I'm looking for and test results that I've seen from online reviews. Like Barbatos Rex does a lot of reviews, and I look to his channel a lot for when I'm getting rattle cans, as far as to excuse me, as far as to what's going to be a decent paint to get and what's not.
Yeah, I've never used the Krylon stuff, so I was just kind of curious how it lays down.
Not too bad. I mean, I say this is the interior panel for the 78 with the Krylon Shortcuts.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good.
And then here's the dash for that same truck. Same color, same paint.
Nice.
And just like pretty much any other rattle can, so long as you keep your can a decent distance away from what you're painting, due to how heavy rattle can tends to come out, it lays down pretty good, especially if you prime first. You put down at least one coat of primer first, and that's over Rust-Oleum gray primer.
Okay.
So if you wanted a slightly darker version, obviously use a black primer. If you wanted maybe a little bit brighter, go with a white primer. I hear Roadrunner somewhere.
Yeah, it's my phone.
Beep, beep.
That's all right. My coworkers get a kick out of mine when I get a text message. Being a little bit of a Star Trek nerd, or Star Wars nerd rather. Well, Star Trek nerd too, but being a bit of a Star Wars nerd, Yoda's the one who lets me know that I got a text message. Message from the dark side there is.
Yeah, my last phone used to say, "Answer your phone. It is your destiny." In Darth Vader's voice.
Yeah.
When my phone rings, it's the Iron Man theme. And then when my son calls, it says your son is calling you. And then when my daughter calls, it says your daughter is calling you. So then I know there's bad news coming.
When somebody's calling me, my Navy pride shows through because my phone starts playing Anchors Away.
Oh, there you go.
All right, what do I got left to do? All right, so building wise, only thing I gotta do is just put my mirrors on, and I am done.
Nice.
But what I still gotta do, I still gotta do some touch up and decals. So
I still haven't decided which decals I'm gonna use on my Charger funny car yet. I've got a bunch that I've set out as possibles. I just haven't decided on which ones I'm going to actually use.
and that 57 Chevy that you're pro sure you can enter that in my group build as well if you want, because there's no limit how many there.
Oh shoot, that one's even closer to done than the Charger.
So Kevin
Yeah, I
Smith.
got to pick out what I'm going to do for Charlie Mack's group build. That started today too. The D-Day group build. I got a lot of stuff in there. I just got to pick out what I'm going to do.
Evening, Kevin.
Okay. First gotta wait for you to pop in, Mike. Okay, there he is. First gotta pop in. Hey, Mike.
Hang on, guys. I'm trying to turn the camera around to where I can show you my build. Settings, camera, back, triple camera. Hold on. Hey, guys. Hey, guys.
Hey, Marcy. What's up, Gary? I know you've been in here a while, Gary, but I didn't say hi to you.
Hey, Jonathan,
Yeah.
kick me out. Kick that one camera, my one try out, and I'm gonna try to come in and show my other from my other camera. So just boot that one out. It won't let me back in because it says I'm already in there. Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Kick me out. Kick that one camera, my one try out. And I want to.
And yeah, he had YouTube. You and that bug, Gary.
I think somebody's just a little too excited for that bug.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the VW shot. Hopefully it's Mike's VW, Gary.
Special milk. Brother. Was off the tissues. What are you getting upset over?
Like I said, I think somebody's getting just a little too excited to see this bug.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
What's up, Chucky?
All right, I think I'm finally in.
Hey, there you go, Mini Mike.
There we are. Hang on, I'm trying to do 10 things at once here. Give me just a second. I actually literally am taping my phone to the table.
You need to mute your YouTube, Mike. We can hear yourself in the background.
Yeah, you need to mute one of your mics, brother. That is one beautiful beetle.
There it is. In all its glory, that's it. For what it's worth, there it is.
One of your mics, brother.
The lights kind of suck, but
One of my
it is what
coworkers
it is.
door.
And of course, the first thing
I'm
is
just happy to have it behind me, dude. I ain't gonna lie, that thing was. For what it's worth, there it is.
Yeah, it turned out good.
No, actually. I mean, I do actually.
Happy it's done. Can take it to the club tomorrow and let them know that it's done and be done with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it turned out good.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Now opinions. Come on, you guys. I know you want to. Oh, I forgot the windshield wipers, so I still got to put the windshield wipers on. Damn, I thought I was glued up.
whoever receives the notification from Amazon that it's been delivered,
Thank you.
text
Thank you.
immediately so I can run down and grab it.
Oh, I forgot the windshield wiper, so I still got to put the windshield wiper on. Damn, I thought I was putting it up.
I like it the way it is. I mean, it's got a good vibe to it. It's really cool. I like the front splitter, everything.
Hang on, I gotta turn my volume up. Hang on. Okay, now I can hear you and read what they're saying. So,
Oh, lovely.
all right, you can
Allergy.
take me off big screen. I'm gonna leave it up there, but you can take me off big screen whenever you want. I just was kind of getting everybody's input. You know, a little helpful criticism never hurts. And
Oh, yeah?
there's something besides the windshield wipers that I thought I forgot I had to put on, but they're all painted up and drying. So,
Yeah. I wouldn't change a thing. It looks good.
thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
How you make like a drag car out of it?
What other concepts is it?
I've got another one that I thought about doing
The burger concept.
well, I may have to pay 10% to somebody, but I thought about putting a IcemanCollections.com motor in one of the other bug that I got. Be sure and go to Iceman Collections and put in Outlaw 10, get you a 10% discount. But I've got a couple of his motors. I thought about doing with the other one. I literally had to buy another kit for that piece right there. That lower marker light, because the carpet monster ate mine and I was not repainting it. You know, I could have filled them in, could have filled the holes in with putty or whatever had it happened before all the paint. And I'm like, nope, I'm buying another kit, putting that in there. So now I got another one that I can fill that in and be done with it. But I had to buy a whole
There you
nother
go.
kit for one little piece right there that the carpet monster ate.
Mike, I don't think my skip ad button is working.
Skip that button.
Oh, it's not working.
That's funny. That's funny. Let me look at that now. Let me look at the roll. Make sure see who's. Oh, looks good. Looks good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Rod, Kevin, Jeff, Dragon. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Use Rain-X and call it a day. Now I got to put the wipers on there because I took the time to paint them.
At some point tonight,
Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that. Reminds me of a slot car with the slicks. Yeah, the tires came off of late '90s, early 2000s AMT IndyCar kit.
kind of a stop on the way.
Blowhole and all. Cool, Bill. Thank you. Thank you, EC. The front is my favorite view on so many levels. Come on, Ride. You know that back. You know she got a thick back too, so she looks good coming in, going.
Like
So
what
now
Bruce said.
is take a bug and make a drag car out of it and put a motor in the front, like a big old motor. Put it there.
Anything's
Drag-
possible.
What kit is that bug there, Mike?
That's the Tamiya 1966 Volkswagen Beetle 1300. I probably will get too close with this, but oh shit! I just hit and destroyed it. It's this kit right here, the '66 Volkswagen 1300 Beetle, just a bone stock Beetle is what it started out as. I stole
Okay.
the wing off of a Tamiya Porsche, the Tizen Star Card Porsche 911 GT2. I
Yep.
stole the wing off of it, and then the tires, like I said, came off of a late '90s, mid '90s, maybe early 2000s AMT IndyCar, and the wheels, if you look at them, are the same wheels off of that IndyCar. But when I put the center caps that came with the kit and on the wheels, it kind of hides them. I think it looks okay. I wish the caps were just a little smaller to maybe show more of the wheel. And
Mm-hmm.
then the motor, let me tell you about that awesome turbocharged motor that came from IcemanCollections.com. Iceman printed that up for me. If you guys go to my channel and check out Scale Model Outlaw, you can get a 10% discount code. Sorry,
My
it's
thing's
habit. It's habit. The So it's wild cherry, basically House of Colors wild cherry. And yes, it's from Scale Finishes. And no, I won't go into my salesman speech. But it is House of Color Wild Cherry with House of Color Orion Silver base. The wheels, headlight buckets, and handles and all that are that Green Stuff World Black Chrome I just did a review on that Mark from Hobby Nut Models sent me. No, he's not. He doesn't sponsor me, but he sent me that stuff with an order. Asked me to do a review, so I did. I really like that stuff. Works good, and it looks good. So everything
Hey,
else is pretty much out of the box.
Looks good.
man,
The
And
I,
seats. I'm sorry, the seats, which I could pull the top off, and the seats. Hang on, let me get it. I'm gonna tear it up if I ain't careful. The seats are aftermarket 3D printed seats. There we go. The front seats are. The back seats a stock seat. The only thing that's not stock inside is the gear shifter and the two bucket seats. The European plaid is from Scale Motorsports. That's that European plaid decal.
looks
But
good.
other than that, it's basically stock. The wide body kit came with, as part of the wide body kit, it came with the lowering and with the body off. As it comes around, you can see it, and I'll stop the turntable. It's kind of a chintzy way to do it, but it actually is the easy way to do it. Let me see if you can see it. The wide body kit comes with these spacers. Hang on. It comes with these adapter things here that glue on where the uh, wheel normally glues on here, but they come up. They're kind of oblong shaped, right? So they come up to lower the vehicle, and you don't really have to do too much to it, right? It just slides inside in place of where the rim used to be, and it just slides in there. It's super easy, not very one to one. The closest thing I could relate it to is maybe like a portal axle type thing, but you can see it pretty good up here on this one. This is where the wheel, this would have been the center line of the wheel from the factory. And then with this piece that we put in there, it basically puts the center line of the wheel up here and lowers it down. So
Looks good.
yeah, it was super easy. The wide body kit was really nice. Uh, it's a black box STL kit. I got it online somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's a really nice kit and it fits together really well. I
And
like it, man. I mean, I like it. The only other thing
and
besides
those
paint,
wheels.
obviously, is if you look right here, you can see this tube. And if
Yeah,
you
you
ever
said it's supposed to be blue, but it looks kind of green against that
silver,
metallic.
yeah, well, against the silver, the fuel tank, it does. But if you're looking at it with your bare eye, it looks blue. But that is line that they use to tie fly fishing lures with. I've
Hmm.
got a bunch of them that are green, blue, clear, yellow, a bunch of different colors, and of course that's supposed to be the windshield wash, so that one's blue.
Yeah.
But pretty neat stuff. If you go on to Amazon and find it, fly fishing tie line, you get like 10 colors, and it's like I don't know, it's like 3 yards on each spool, and it's like $5 or $6. If you ever see the video where I did my roundy round dart, I used it on the oil pump, and the it had some blue in it and whatever, and I used that same blue line, and it really looks good. It stood out on that a lot. But
I also
yeah,
noticed that you went ahead and did the rims in the black chrome with the centers being body colored. That
yeah,
looks
that
better
we
than I
did
even
that.
thought it would.
That was, I believe, Ed. I believe that was your. I
Yeah,
believe that was your, because I asked about it, and you said do the black chrome and then do the body color, and that's what we went with. And I thank
and
you for that because it really
really,
looks good. Yeah, I like
I
it.
mean, I thought it was going to look good, but that looks better than I even thought it was going to look. So,
Well, thank you, thank you. It was definitely that one. That one was 100%. Well, in house. I think you were the first one to say it, and a bunch of people said the same thing. But yeah, it's. I think maybe looking back, I probably could have blacked out the VW part of here.
maybe use the
But
center line.
honestly, I really didn't think that it was going to be that the hubcaps were going to be so big compared to the rims. Having
yeah,
dealt with, wheels and tires like this recently, that little center cap ain't much. But once I
Yeah.
got it in there, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not pulling it back out and starting over. So
Say, maybe try hitting it with some of this.
what is this? I can't see. I got you taped up over here, so let me look on the other
Okay.
one.
Tamiya panel line accent color black.
I've got some of that. I thought about it, and of course, it's got a little lip around it, so it probably would hold it in. And I might do that. You know how it is when you get it all done. You just want to look at it for a little bit, and then maybe touch
Yeah.
up this or that. But
And the nice thing about the accent line, the panel liner, if it doesn't come out nice, Q-tip with a little bit of rubbing alcohol on it, take it right off. You never know it was there.
yeah, you're right about that. And it's not like, hang on just a second. It's not like I don't have a few bottles of the Tamiya panel liner. You know what I mean? That's too deep.
Right?
It's not like I ain't got a few bottles. So you're
Yeah.
right. I could do that. Right now, I'm just happy that it's done, and I'm pleased with the way it came out. In truth, if you look at it up close, I feel like I could have done better on the paint, but at the same time, well, by better, I'm trying to compare myself to the guys like Fred and Old Tom and all those guys that I saw up there. It's probably one of my best paint jobs, but I'm also excited about being able to get better at it and maybe be able to compete with those guys one day.
Yeah, that's kind of a tall order.
I know, right? If
Getting
you're going to
paint
have goals,
jobs,
you might as well make them big ones.
yeah, getting your paint jobs to be on par with those guys, I am a long way from that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I do a half decent paint job, even out of a rattle can. I mean, y'all seen my Charger body, my Charger funny car, how smooth and pretty that is, and that's just rattle can. But you know,
Jonathan, I'm going to step out on the.
Okay. Real quick before you go, some things I was wanting to say to you, but first, man, I thought ads were bad on YouTube, and then you meet Mike. And second, Faw said that you owe me $10 every time you say the little sponsor thing for $10 for ad space. And Faw, actually, I'm going to correct you. Every time you mention it, I get a model kit from him. Not $10, I get a model kit from him.
Those are all empty boxes.
So that means Mini Mike has to go shopping then.
Yep. Yep, I got him, Papa. You still with us? We see a black screen.
Every time Jonathan says Kevin expects to see Beavis or Butthead.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
how you
Hey, what
doing,
do you
brother?
say, bosses? Doing all right. Figured Jonathan was trying to start a new adventure, and so I figured I'd come support him for a little bit. Now that I got rid of my headache.
Nice to see you, Dart.
You too. Need to go through all this shit I have
Looks like we
stacked
got.
up around here.
Looks like we got 2 people watching that haven't clicked the thumbs up.
I just got here.
I don't know who's who as far as for who.
I know, but I'm telling you, one of them's my fat ass.
I am here to tell you, trying to flip that camera back and forth is more confusing than dominoes.
Yeah, I like it after I'm done. You hear me hit puberty there for some reason?
Hey, Mike, did you hear what all I said a little bit ago?
Yeah, something about every time I advertise for my great sponsors that give everybody a 10% discount, you want to charge me a model kit?
I like this.
What the hey is up with that? I'm trying to get y'all discounts and you're charging me. They name streets after you people. They call them one way.
And this is a model kit for everybody, right?
I only got 8 kits. The rest are just empty boxes.
I call bullshit.
I'm just trying to be cool like the rest of you guys and have a bunch of kits.
Like
I can't
the rest.
afford the real deal.
Who you? I got. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
I pulled all the paint jugs that I was showing you a while ago. I pulled them out of the trash can and put like the residue is all that's left in them. None of them have any paint in them.
Here we go.
Do I need to get my boots out?
Jason, you sound like you don't know this. Yankee, you sound like you don't believe
we're not
me.
in the same room as Mini Mike.
Hey, Art, Jeff said you should change your channel name to Baloney Cave.
What? Baloney? Oh, okay.
Baloney Cave. What Paul said.
Yeah, now that I got everything set back
And
up,
he needs to change his to Papa.
Poor money will never show up again. I'm here, Papa. You can't get rid of me that easy. I know you love me, you sexy man beast.
Okay.
Here we
I
go.
was talking to you, Dart.
No, you weren't.
Oh man, these guys. I don't know if you watched my video today, but these guys were absolutely fantastic. They worked really, really well. I was so impressed with them. The little microfiber swabs.
Yeah, I did. I did watch it. I was like, well, shit. I was hoping for a little bit more tips.
They're cheap too. I mean, I think again you can get different packages. I bought it's like that package of 500 3 milliliter pipettes. You can get them in packs of 100 for like $2 or $3. But I bought the 500 just because I'm lazy and I don't like to freaking order everything. I bought that set. I'll probably never have to buy another pipette again in my life. I'll let that model sit for a minute, glue the windshield wipers on, and I'll be able to show that tomorrow at the club. Woohoo!
Hey, Donnie.
Jeff, if all you want in, I can bail out, but I ain't doing nothing but taking up space.
He just wants to make fun of me. Don't let that sumbitch in here.
Hey, Donnie. How you doing tonight?
Hey,
Mike.
Mike.
But if you want in or if anybody else wants in, just let me know. Like I said, I'm taking up
Sleep
space.
well, brother.
Mike, Pawpaw said he's good.
Yes,
Some wipers. Just don't drive in the rain.
Don't drive in the rain. It wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have these big pronounced. I mean, Tamiya being Tamiya, they always do so much detail, but it's got these big pronounced blocks that stick out to hold the windshield wiper. So if I don't put something in there, it really looks like something's missing. It's kind of like going to the club where there's fellers dancing and fellers kissing. There's something missing.
Depends on who you are, I reckon.
I reckon.
And Dart, Pawpaw said that mad at him because of his barbecue post.
I ain't mad at
Dude, that was
nobody.
way better than a fried bologna sandwich, and I like fried bologna sandwiches, but that barbecue looked delicious. Leave it alone.
I am happy your mama's doing better though. That's legit, no joking. You know.
Right. Meters are on. So I am now building. Now decal time and touch up time.
Next up.
Doo-doo-doo.
Hey, Leon.
Y'all see my home built back half kit for my Hudson? Ain't quite done, but we got it close. Jonathan, you want to throw me up on the big screen?
Yeah.
There it is. My homemade back half kit.
Yeah.
Nice.
It works. I got a little bit more filling to do, but the best part is my big fat tires and wheels fit in there.
Ah, stabbed myself.
Been there. Thanks, Jonathan. You can take it down.
Damn them some fatties.
Yeah, they are some fatties, aren't they?
I resemble that remark.
They came off of a 124 scale diecast Mustang, a KR GT 500 KR. I bought it at a thrift store for like $2, and I'm like, I gotta have it just for those tires. And then I had to find a kit to put it under. I started out, I was going to put it under like a 49 Cadillac or something, like that. And I found this Hudson at JacksCon, and I'm like, boom, that is it. That's the one. I gotta have it. I say, I don't know. But so here we are. We're working on it.
Who's watching Roadrunner?
I was gonna say somebody is. I think that's Jason's
That's my phone.
phone. Yeah.
Mine's Star Trek.
You can tell them Mopar guys. They got that beep beep. Dodge or Mopar Chrysler researched for like they spent like a stupid amount of money trying to get that beep beep sound right for that horn when it came out with the Roadrunner.
Yep.
They spent. I watched a thing on it one time, a documentary or whatever, and it wasn't just about the horn, but it was like they spent like $500,000. I forget the exact number, but it was like $500,000 or some crazy number to make sure they got that horn right.
Wow.
But whatever it was, it worked because people are still beep beeping with that some bitch today.
What's even funnier, you can buy one for like $100.
Now, yeah. But back then, it had to be unique. They wanted one that nobody else had, and they did. They come up with it.
Let's see. Should I put
Unlike Chevrolet, where everything's got to be the same. Let's change the headlights in the grill, call it a GTO or call it a Chevelle or whatever.
Are you talking about them filthy blue
Damn,
ovals
geez.
again there, Mini Mike?
I'm talking. Do what?
You talking about them filthy blue ovals again there, Mini Mike?
No, I'm talking about them filthy GMs. General Menace.
Yeah, General Menace to the blue oval because we gonna spank y'all at the racetrack.
Oh, anybody that can go down to the Walmart and build a 700 horsepower Chevrolet don't need to talk to me about making something go fast. I can go to Walmart, buy stuff, and make a damn Chevrolet go fast.
You know how to fix a Ford, right? It's called
And nobody said I was a Ford guy. I'm a Ford truck guy. but I'm also a Ram guy, which I like the Rams better now because they got the Cummins in them. But prior to the Cummins, I will admit that the Ram was not necessarily the D series trucks look cool, but they were not necessarily the most reliable form of transportation on the planet. But
So,
And you know what I find funny about the Cummins versus Power Stroke versus Duramax debate?
well, there's only one's a real diesel, and the rest are just junk.
No.
You're just full
Of
of
the
shit
three,
today, aren't you?
That Duramax is a wadded up piece of crap.
and that's why the Duramax can be built to where with a 20-foot flatbed and a Bobcat on the 20-foot flatbed hooked up to the truck, and that truck still runs below 11 through the quarter.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't
that's
doubt that for a second. But how long is that diesel going to stand up to that? The Duramax is about maxed out when it comes from the factory. The Cummins, when it comes from the factory in a Dodge, ain't even starting to warm up its potential.
And the thing, what I was going to say
And
is
it's still a damn GM. Who wants a GM?
actually, no, Cummins is not a GM.
No,
Cummins
I'm talking
is
about
owned by
Duramax.
Ford.
The Duramax is still a GM.
True.
Cummins is owned by Freightliner and Mercedes-Benz. Are all under the same. Penske, I believe, actually owns them. I could be wrong on that, though.
Last I've seen, Cummins was a Ford-owned product, and they
That
leased.
would be a tough. I'm not arguing, but that would be tough because Cummins is not available in a Ford product.
True. That's because Ford Motor Company leases the Cummins to Chrysler Corporation to use in Rams.
I'm not going to argue that because I don't know, but I would find it difficult to believe. I know that Cummins, Freightliner, and Mercedes are all tied together, or at least were at some level.
Yeah.
I don't know what the whole thing is, but and then Penske, Roger Penske, and Penske, Penske has a transportation company and all that. They were somehow involved with it, but I don't pretend to know. I'm not that hip. I don't necessarily keep up with it all, but I know when I was driving the truck they were all kind of went together. So. But that's also I've been out of a truck since 2012, 2013, so I am behind the times. But here, you want to know the best part about it? I'm going to confess my sins. You know what I drive back and forth to work every day?
What's up, Mike?
A 2003 Chevy Silverado with a 5.3 in it. It's got about 500,000 miles on it. But when I get to work, I look at my 7 Jeeps that are broke down, and I'll be like, God, I love those Jeeps.
And that GM, that Chevy, with that 500,000 miles, is probably the most reliable pickup I ever drove.
It's next to my old J10, which my J10's probably got 1,000,000 miles on it when I tore it apart. But yeah, of course it's a 76, so it had probably 500,000 miles on it when I got it. But you're right; it fires up every morning and gets me to work every morning.
It says here that Cummins is owned by a majority of multiple stockholders, but the vice president of Cummins at the time, which was 1997, purchased the shares back from Ford, which was $1.3 million worth back then.
Oh, so Cummins is
Ford,
no longer owned by Ford then?
No.
It used to be.
Yep, not since 1990s when Ford Motor Company purchased 10.8% of Cummins stock. They didn't even have all of it.
Yeah.
And then they parted ways with them in 97.
What year was the first gen Cummins in the Dodge? Had to have been before that though.
94
3, 4? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, I think it was like maybe 89.
That's possible.
2-3 years was what we call the first gen.
Because I had a 96 Dodge with a V10 in it, and I had my choice when I bought it. I could have got the V10 or the diesel. So I know in 96 it was available.
You should have got the diesel.
No, that V10 was a beast. I love that truck.
Oh, I hate those.
I loved it. The transmission sucked.
But that
Those
motor
V10s
was awesome.
The V10s in the truck sucked.
No,
They're
I
not
thought
even
they weren't.
nowhere near the same as the Viper.
Well, no, it didn't have that kind of horsepower as a cast motor
No.
compared to an aluminum motor. But as
I
far as
mean, the
pulling,
components.
it got
are-
10 miles to the gallon, whether I was pulling the house or if I was pulling
Yeah.
sailboat fuel. But I love that V10 in mine. It's a 360 with 2 extra cylinders. How can you not love that?
Oh, I drove when I bought my 90. I have a 96 out back here, and when I drove both of them, the V10 and the 360, I took the 360. That
I loved
V10
my
was
V10. That thing was, I loved it.
The company came out in 1989.
The Gen 1 diesel was in the 89 Dodge.
Yeah.
Good night, Amanda. Sleep well, Donnie.
Good night, Donnie. Good night, Ted.
Night, Dad.
You know, John boy.
Night, Sue Ellen.
And Dart, brothers wondering what you're building.
I am actually cleaning up the space to start new projects. I am not building anything right now.
He's prepping to start a demon. That's what he's
So
I wanted to, how did you know?
gonna do. Dodge minds. They think alike.
There you go.
Should I put
I've already started mine.
should I put right down the side of it or no? I'm trying to think what would look better.
What's your preference? What do you want? If you built it for you to drive, what would you build it like? That's how I build most of my junk.
Yeah, pretend that this is a 1-to-1 that you've got sitting out in your driveway and you're building custom for yourself. How would you do it?
Basically, how I'm building it like this, except stock. I'm basically, I guess you could say, building it like it before it got turned into a dragon.
Then I'd leave the stripe, since the Pro Street doesn't have the stripes on it. I wouldn't put the stripes on the stock either. Put that chrome trim down on the bottom, like that, just exactly like that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's how I would do it. If I were building one as the pre-modification version and then the other as the after it's been modified into a Pro Streeter, I'd keep them as close to the same as one another as possible.
Okay.
That way there you can draw the parallel. This is what it used to look like. This is what it looks like now.
Hey, Serge.
Hey, Serge.
Long time no see. How you been, brother?
What I'm going to do with these Chevrolet decals, when you use them on my Pro Street kit that I got a few days ago.
Oh,
We use
nice.
them on top of that Chevrolet that's embedded in the that back panel thing where the rear seat would be. Put that over top of that. It might fit it.
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool there, John.
Thank you. All right. Sounds like coffee pot ready for the pour the water.
Jonathan, I'm going to dip out of the panel and let somebody else in. And but thank you for letting me come on and let me show my car. Thank you for the panel for commenting on it. I appreciate all the compliments. I still will be in the chat, but I've got to do some I got to do some pictures and videos, and I need this phone, so I'll still be on the chat though.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Dude.
Yeah. Personally, when I'm doing my decals, I use micro set and micro saw. Brush a little bit of micro set onto the spot that you're putting the decal on in the first place. Get it in place, and then kind of press down with a cotton swab. Get the excess out from under it. Let that set for a little bit, and then brush a little micro sol on top of it, and then just don't touch it. Just let it dry. And the micro set will help it to adhere to the surface, and then the micro sol will soften it to where it can actually suck down into any detail, like especially if you're doing decals over your gauges instead of hand painting. The micro sol will help suck that decal down into your into the detail. Hey, Marcy, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hey,
We'll
hey.
see.
Hey, Marcy, long
Are you-
time no see.
Been a minute. I was out of town a couple days.
Sound like you're paying
Industrial
for it.
decal setter.
Oh no, this is my seasonal crap. I get this around this time every year.
Kind of like my head hurting. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Pain in
Yeah,
the
same shit.
fucking ass.
40-degree temperature changes. Dry one day, wet the next. Oh, snow. No, fuck you. Let's do 70.
Yeah. Extreme
They're
weather
Michigan.
swings
Mhm.
like that, they jack with me too. So
Hey, Serge.
I got a big screen.
Son of a biscuit. One done.
sometimes you can't tell if they're bad or not until after you've put them in the water. Because sometimes when you're looking at them dry and you're about to start cutting the individual decals out, there's not really any way to tell that they've gone bad. Once you put them in the water, they curl up tighter than a duck's ass, and
Yeah. Or they just disintegrate.
yeah, or they'll just completely disintegrate like you dropped a piece of tissue paper into hydrosulfuric acid. I'll get it out in a second. Hydrochloric acid, either way. And that is, yeah, either way, if they roll up tighter than a duck's ass or if they just completely disintegrate, they're bad.
Yeah. And on the other hand, though, I've had some decals that were more than 10 years old, probably more than 20, because they're the heavier material. They used to make them differently. They actually work. But
Yeah.
I've sprayed a clear coat over the top of them before I went after them with satin salt and warm water.
One big problem I have with some older decals, they get that like glue boogers underneath of them, and you just can't get that out.
Yeah, it's because I think it's just something in the mix, whatever they were making them out of. Because it used to be super, super thick.
And then there are times that your decals are just obviously bad. These decals right here, obviously, they're
Chuck,
they're
that's
trash.
spring in Michigan.
I mean, I might be able to salvage some of the sponsor logos and maybe the plates, but
The one cool thing, though, is even if they're trashed, as long as they're intact, you can send them to somebody and have them copied.
Yeah.
There's a number of different people who will copy decals for you all over the world. My go-to here is always going to be STS.
Well, I'm not too worried about trying to get this particular sheet copied because I have an identical duplicate set that's in perfect condition. So,
yeah, but you have the option.
I always try before I cut into a decal set. I always try to scan and save a copy of it.
Yeah,
you got a spare backup.
Yeah, I
print.
scan my really old ones on the off chance that something's going to go wrong.
And that first decal set that I put up there, that had been floating around for years, and I think it was in a box from a built up where bits and pieces of sprue were just kind of rattling around in the box with them, and they weren't in a bag or protected in any way. So it's entirely my fault that they look like they do.
Yeah, that's the oops they've all made.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
decals end up thrown into a drawer, so I'm sure some of mine look like that.
So, but I've since learned my lesson, and I keep my decals, all my decals. I keep, as soon as I open a kit, I take the decals out and I set them off to the side in a pile of decals. So sometimes that does make it a little difficult to, okay, now which kit does this set go to, and which kit does that
They
set go
actually
to?
should stay right on them
Sometimes it does.
most of the time.
Like on this set that I held up, where the first set is messed up, and then I have the second duplicate set. That's
Mhm.
from a Revell 69C28. I have some sets where it doesn't say on the front of the decal sheet, but when you flip it over and you're looking at the back of the paper backing, that will
Yep.
have what kit it came from. But I
Yep.
have a couple of sheets that they don't have any indicator at all as to what kit they came out of, and it's you have to go by the visual clues of what the decals themselves are and be like,
Right.
okay, I
Well,
think
what
that's
I'm
going to
gonna
go to
do
this
is,
kit.
if I'm not gonna use the decals and it doesn't identify right on the decal sheet in some fashion what it is, I'll take a Ziploc baggie and slip it in a baggie, and then take archival tape and write what it is on it, and put it on the outside, lay it in a drawer. Ones that I use a lot of, ones that I buy, like Gopher Racing and shit like that, I just chuck them in the drawer. I don't care. I've got, like 1,000 of each one. If one
Yeah,
gets messed up, I'm not gonna cry.
and stuff like
But
that.
nothing else goes in that drawer either.
Yeah, and like the Gopher Racing decals and all that, those are mostly just the like the sponsor call outs and stuff, the sponsor logos anyway. So
Yeah,
those
you can get funny
are kind of
clothes
just
and
a
all kinds
generic.
of stuff.
Those are kind of just a generic decal that you can put on just about any kit. Period.
Yeah. Well, there's three in particular of their sheets that I really like, and it's the ones I have committed to memory. Number 11071 is Creepy, Scary, Freaky. It's the one with the little gremlins and aliens on it.
Uh-huh.
And 11003, they call it New Flames number 2, and it's got the dragons
I
with
think
the flames shooting out of their mouth. Their body is a flame too, and it's
yeah,
got all tiny little fancy script all over the sheet.
yeah,
And then the other one, which is like my all-time favorite, is 11053. It's called Silly Stuff, and it's got all of the 60s decals on it. And the bulldog, the snake, the moose, the shark, the Google eyes, and all the ridiculous ones. The monkey with the wrench in his hand, the caterpillar.
Monkey wrench.
Yeah, peace signs. I think it's got dinosaurs. I forget what else. It's got like 8 or 9 different things on it.
that's probably something I could do is wipe some of the dust off this Camaro 50 edition and maybe start putting some decals on it and getting it closer to being finished. Most of the paperwork is done. I'm just really waiting on getting my decals put on and final assembly, because some of the decals have to go on before you can do final assembly.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Serge. Like I said last time you were in and I was up here on the panel, that's really what we're here for. I mean, that's why we do what we do. So, or at least that's why I do what I do. Let me put the I in that. That's why I do what I do. So, and I'm fairly certain that most everybody has the same kind of mindset about it I do, but I can't speak for others.
What?
Serge says, thank you for your suggestions, ladies and gentlemen of the panel.
Jeez, who's wrecking the place?
Not me.
I think
Is
that's Dart.
that Dart cleaning?
I think that's Dart cleaning, making all that.
I'm just putting the model back in a box.
Kind of loud there, homie. Ass. You stick that thing out of me, I'll nail it to the wall.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I'm almost done.
in my mouth either there, Dart. Don't blame you.
Marcy.
Hey,
I
Jonathan.
got something great to put on this Chevelle that you're gonna like. Michigan license.
Oh joy.
So therefore,
Get around.
get in this car.
My it pissed me off cabinet growing.
Like that means
That's called spare parts box, Dart.
There's
That's
one
the
in there
donation. The donation station.
There's one in there that may end up getting built, but the rest of them I don't see a good future for.
Future junkyard.
Yeah, and Serge, I buy model kits off of eBay as well, but you got to be really careful. As with anything else that you're going to buy on eBay, whether it be a model kit or a computer part or a car part or whatever, you've got to be really careful about what you buy off of eBay. You got to make sure that the seller has a really good rating. You got to make sure that the seller is posting lots of pictures of the product that they are selling. And then when you
just like when you're looking at a house,
you got to make sure that what you received matches the pictures of what you intended to purchase.
And is it worth what you intend on purchasing it for?
Exactly.
People have a penchant to go to discount stores like Ollie's, the one you hear us talking about all the time, and they'll spend less than $15 a model, at the most $20 a model, and then try to sell them for $30, $40, $50, $60 a piece. And then you have the other garden variety asshole that thinks that just because something is old, it should be more expensive than everything else you see, which isn't necessarily the case.
Yeah, you do get a lot of that.
If it's rare, I understand, but the older the item gets, the lower the price gets.
Not necessarily.
Not always.
It's really hard to say what has any real value. What it comes down to is what some idiot willing to pay for it.
Exactly.
And don't take this wrong, but if you happen to be that idiot, you're just that idiot.
Right.
Exactly. You know, like I was actually recently looking, and I went through eBay because you kind of can't not go through eBay. Looking for the 4 Polar Lights KISS kits that came out in 1998.
Yeah.
And there are about 9 vendors that popped up. And there was a couple prices in there over $400. I'm like, no. I'll give somebody $30-$35 a piece, plus shipping. If you got all 4, they're sealed in an original package. That's it. That's where I draw the line. You take my offer or you take rocks.
Yeah.
Just because it's KISS doesn't make it expensive. And 1998 wasn't that fucking long ago.
Yeah. And another thing that you have to take into consideration when buying stuff off of eBay is, as far as buying older stuff off of eBay, how rare is it? How difficult is it to find nowadays?
Right. And you have to watch out for more than anything for the dishonest people, though.
Yeah. is it still in its original packaging as far as for like the plastic wrap around the outside of the box, stuff like that.
I've seen things.
Terry, you can have my spot, Terry. I'll bounce out.
People have heat shrink machines. I have seen people rebox kits. Now, at my local show, we have one vendor who intentionally reboxes kits, but he will go through each and every piece and look at the sheet, and he will leave a note inside the box as well as on the sticker on the outside of the box if something is damaged or missing.
Yeah.
And that the box was resealed to prevent further damage.
Right.
Okay, this guy, honest, straight up, no problem. But you get the next guy, hey, I got that same heat shrink machine. I could make these look like they were sealed.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what Ollie's does with some of their kits that they sell. Because sometimes when you buy a kit from Ollie's, their price tag is on the outside of the shrink
They're
wrap.
actually intentionally packed for Ollie's that way.
Yeah, well, some of them, the ones where the sticker is on the box itself, so that when you take the plastic wrap off, the sticker is still
there. Yeah.
Those are the ones that are packed specifically for Ollie's. The other ones where the sticker is on the outside of the box, those are not packaged specifically for Ollie's.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, I thought you were done.
The Ram VTS I'm building, it was packaged specifically for Ollie's because that is on the box. The shrink wrap is off the box.
Yep.
Whereas the 69 Dodge Charger funny car that I'm building, I also bought this at Ollie's.
I got that one.
It was on the wrap, not the box.
Yeah, I got that one. That was in the batch just before Christmas.
My Ollie's didn't get none of those.
Oh yeah, East Coast, they do that shit. I've told this story before too. We had a guy at one of our shows year before last. All he did was go and clean out the local Ollie's stores and come to the show trying to sell them at top dollar prices.
Yeah.
I just stood there and went, I bought that at Ollie's, I bought that at Ollie's. I was loud and clear where they came from.
Yeah.
And he was told to pack up and leave.
And my big issue with people trying to go to Ollie's and pay the Ollie's discount price for a kit and then turn around and sell it for the regular full price of a kit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they were trying to do.
25, 30, 35 bucks.
Yeah, the Ollie's kits are seconds. They're kits that, for whatever reason, can't be sold at full price by the regular vendors. Like the Coca-Cola Plymouth, supposed to come with two separate engines, the original factory engine and then a hot rodded engine. Well, I bought that Plymouth at Ollie's, and my kit came with two of the factory engines. It does not have the hot rod engine that was supposed to be in the kit. So, and if I were to go to somebody,
Ollie's actually sells our seconds.
Yeah.
They're the errors that mass-produced items have a high amount of error.
Yeah.
And those leftovers are still usable and still sellable. So Ollie's gets them at an extremely discounted rate, puts them out for under market price, which is still a lot less, and it allows other people to get into the hobby who otherwise couldn't afford it.
Exactly.
Or for people who want to try it and see if they like it.
Yeah. And one of the things that I do like about Ollie's is their cars and trucks, as you can see by the sticker on my VTS, $13.
Yep.
And then their big rigs and semi-trailers,
they were 19 the last time they had them.
Are $19-20.
Yeah. They were $19.99 or $19.95, something like that. Yeah.
Whereas you go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or any of the online vendors.
Okay, any store that is not a hobby specific store is always going to have a 50% or more markup.
Yeah.
Always. Straight out the gate. And Hobby Lobby, when they put out their air quote 40% discount, that's standard full price. That's not a discount. You're getting screwed.
So
well,
Go to your mom and pop shop and pay a little bit more. Support your locals first.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. I'm not defending big business here, but the only one I buy at Hobby Lobby when it's 40% off is the Pro Street Nova because they're $15.
Right, and that's really the only ones worth buying is the ones that are a whole lot
Parts.
cheaper to begin with. Yeah.
Parts. They're parts kits. Let's be honest.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's like that '67 Chevelle too. Dark, same thing. It's
Yeah.
like $16 on the 40% off. I just bought another one myself. So
Exactly.
I
So
mean,
you
it's
get what I meant.
I've got a mom and pop hobby shop, G&G Hobby here in Houston, just close enough to where I live. I can walk to G&G Hobbies within 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got hobby shops all around me. I've got 2 model specific stores and 2 gaming stores all within 10 minutes of where I live in all 4 directions.
Yeah. And then right next door to G&G.
And then I also have a, what the fuck is that down by work? I can't think of what it is. It's some tabletop gaming store, but the more that goes on there is like tabletop card games more than anything. But they got like D&D and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Plus comics, bonus.
Yeah, there's, like I was saying, right next door to G&D is Nan's Books, and they have your D&D and your minis and your dice and your card games and things like that. And like I say, they're just right next door to G&G. So if I want to go get a D&D book or a set of dice or something like that, especially if I'm already going to G&G to get some Tamiya or a kit or some styrene, boom, they're right there.
Yeah, and one of my 4 is a Warhammer shop.
Yeah.
But in turn, every one of the other places also sells Warhammer.
Yeah, and granted, yes, the model kits that are available at G&G, they are a little bit pricier than the exact same kit at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. But I'd rather buy that kit from G&G because they are a mom and pop.
Yeah, they're a 1 of or 2 if they're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, my 296 dualies and my 192 Chevy Silverado, the repops, I bought all 3 of those pickups at G&G. And I paid almost $35 a kit.
And then some of us shop at T2's warehouse.
Harry's Home Shopping Network.
man, I wasn't even paying attention there, and I got plugged. Yep, the Carried to Home Shopping Network. I was just talking to Fred. I'm the one that pulled him away from the chat. So, but I was also, and he also told me that old Rambler 69 about. I was asking him about the micro saw and the micro set on the decals, and I would have did it ass backwards because I would have put the micro saw on and then put the set on, and that ain't the way you do it.
Yeah.
Read the directions. It says it on the bottle.
Yeah, the bottles even say on the micro set.
Night, Britta.
Right.
And what you need to do is put a 1 and a 2 on the lid.
Yeah. Well,
that's exactly what Fred said. Put a 1 and 2 on the bottle.
Yeah. Right here, it's got a M1, and then right here under the barcode, it's got an M1 for the set. And then for the saw, right there by the main label, it's got the M2, and then again under the barcode.
Yeah, and if you look at all those words, it even tells you.
Well, I'm going to do a little test run. I got a body that I painted with some of that Color Shift paint that turned out pretty good, which was some Rust-Oleum, and I'm going to use that body for a test body to...
East Coast, that might be a UK thing. because I know the European side of the planet has a bit more rules. They're more strict on certain items, so you may not be able to get the product, but you need both of them for it to work.
Yeah, because
Mind you, you can order from Plaza Japan and they will ship you theirs, which is highly toxic as fuck. And I'm going to pimp mine because microset and salt are made here where I live, and you can literally drink that out of the bottle. It won't hurt you. I wouldn't advise doing it, but it won't hurt you. Whereas the product that you can order from Plaza Japan will remove paint off a car that's 8 blocks away.
yeah. And to answer both T2 and Surge asking about the process for microset and microsol, you put your decal, you get your pan of water, your little pan, cup, pot, whatever of water. You cut your decal out, you put it in the water to get the decal to release from the backing paper. You take it out of the water, you set it on a paper towel to blot some of the excess water off the decal. Then you take your micro set, take a soft paintbrush, and you brush a little bit of the micro set on part of the model where you're going to be affixing the decal. The micro set will help the decal adhere to the model that much better. You get your decal in place where you want it. You take a regular cotton swab, Q-tip, and you press the excess microset and water mix out from underneath the decal. After you've got that done, then you take another brush and you apply microsol on top of the decal, and that will soften the decal up and allow it to settle down into the various details. One of the
Right.
best uses for that, if you've got a model kit that has decals for gauge clusters. I haven't put any decals on this one yet, but get to
Something
When I
else you want
put a
to make
decal
sure.
on those gauges, and then I put microsol on top of that decal will settle down into the little ridges and lines and everything on that gauge and make it really pop and look
Yep.
3D like it was actually painted that way.
Yep, give the
Couple
detail.
more points since we're talking about putting decals into recesses on dashboards. The same company has a product called Crystal Clear, spelled with K's. It's basically like a white school glue, but it dries perfectly clear. You can fill it, backfill it, and make it look like it has a lens.
Yes.
And when you're using set and sol or whatever two-step process you're using to put your decals on, do not mix up your brushes. Doesn't matter how much you wash them, something always gets up into the ferrule, and if you've got both of the agent in the brush, it will destroy your model and the decals.
Yep.
So take a piece of tape and put number one on the one brush, number two on the other, and be consistent on where you use them.
Yes. Also for creating a lens over your decal for like your gauges, you can use the Testors Clear Parts glue, or you can use Mod Podge gloss. Will work
Mod
as
Podge
well.
gloss works, but I've found that it dries out and gets brittle over time, where the Crystal Clear doesn't.
True. And also for like East Coast over in the UK, and he's not able to get microsol according to what he said in the chat. Mr. Hobby makes a product called Microset, or no, not Micro,
MarkFit, yeah.
MarkFit might very well be available to you there, East Coast.
Which again, like I said, they can order it from Plaza Japan, and that shit is toxic as hell, and they can get it over there.
Yeah.
But they have a problem getting a product from the United States over there that's not damaging in any way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody's confused.
All right, so I'm gonna ask this question. I asked Fred the same thing. When you're using microsol and microset, you use it sparingly.
Yes.
because he says the more it's kind of like the more you use, the more it dissolves, especially on the saw. The more that it will actually dissolve the decal.
Yes.
And it can ruin your finish too.
Yes, it
It
can.
won't just go after the decal. It will go after the finish.
But he also said when it comes time for you to actually, after you let it sit for 24 hours or more to dry, once you do clear, that some clears will react to the micro set being on the outside. So he always tries to clean a little bit of that off, but you can't be real, use a real damp cloth because it'll reactivate the decal.
Yep. And also, while cleaning,
I've never had that happen, but I'm sure it
you
does
can't be
somewhere along the line.
you can't be too overly vigorous with whatever it is you're using to clean the decaled area,
right?
Because that can actually damage the decal, even if it doesn't technically reactivate it. It
right.
can damage it and tear it and
yeah. No, I'm just talking about maybe blotting it to get some of the micro set off the outside so it doesn't react with your clear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a test run. I'm going through the complete. I'm just gonna use old Bobo decal.
Find yourself a scrap piece and play, like always.
Well, I've got that. Remember, I've got that Camaro that's missing the A pillar, and I've sprayed it with some of that color shift paint, and I'm gonna use that as my test dummy.
Yep.
It works.
And go all the way through the process and make sure, because when I do this 55 gasser, I don't want to be going back to the purple pond.
Yeah, you don't want to do all that work and then have to start over.
Right. So.
When it comes to these 6.7 AMT Chevelle kits, I do not like the grills and the bumpers. It's like the one right.
Yeah, the grills and the bumpers on the 67 AMT Chevelles, it's like the grill and bumper is almost too big for the kit.
Yeah.
You mean photo etch, Serge? It depends on what you need photo etch for.
And then I state and I keep the other side on it for a while and it won't stay.
You're breaking up really bad, Jonathan.
Now this is
Jesus criminy. All right. Who's using power tools? Jason, that you making all that noise?
Almost sounds maybe like a compressor kicking on. Yeah, it was Jason.
Okay, he is. I was Gary to mute him for a little bit.
Now we can't hear you at all, Jonathan.
What's the blue AMT 57 Chevy like to build? I'm not sure what he's asking there.
I think he's talking about that cheap 57 Chevy that's been out for a bajillion years. And it's a cheap kit. It can be made into a nice project, but it's got a lot of flash.
Yeah, I probably hadn't even opened it up. I may have one, but
I guarantee you have one.
I've got an old kit in there. It's a 57 hood, doors, trunk, all that opens. They say it's a freaking nightmare.
It is.
So the glue won't stay to the styrene, but it'll stay to my finger. Wow. Yeah.
Have you seen it in my videos, East Coast, in that room? Is that what you're telling me? And that probably is exactly what he's talking about. There's probably one in that room. I'm not even in the room, but I need to go and sit down in there so I can plug this phone up and get it a little more stable. Y'all bear with me a minute while I move
We're
my
going on
behind.
Terry's tour.
We're going to the TVC room.
Sit right back
Say
in
we're
your
going on
head,
Terry's tour.
tell of a faithful trip.
Got my finger over the darn camera. How about that?
And
He said there's a. If I got a blue one in here,
It's a
I ain't got a
teal.
clue where it would freaking be.
It's teal.
and I
Huh?
can't. Yeah,
It's teal.
It's teal colored.
Yeah.
I just went over and looked through all the rest of my stash spots, not just this spot up
I
here.
don't even know that I got that. I may or may not have that. I don't know.
As
I
far
used it for parts. That's the only reason why I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
kids,
I don't know that I got that East Coast, to be honest about it.
yeah, I just went looking through the rest of my stash, and the only 57 I've got is the monogram 24th scale 57, the one that I'm building up as a Pro Street.
I bought the
Or
I bought that Atlantis kit. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I've got the Atlantis kit of the 57 Chevy.
and then I've got two 55s. I've got the Repop Badman kit,
Good
renamed
luck with that one.
Pro, the one with the really bad mold lines and
Yep,
mold defects.
that would be that one right there.
Yeah. And then I've got the AMT 55 where the box art, the car is blue and white.
Yeah,
I've got that one. And those are the
and
only
that may be the one he's talking about. I'm sorry about my hair, guys. I know y'all not looking at me like that, but you know, I don't
You're comfortable. Who cares?
think I've got that. To be honest about it, I've got a white one up here, which is the Atlantis kit, but I know I've got some 57s, but don't know. I'm gonna get in here tomorrow and I'm gonna straighten this thing up. I said I was
And
gonna
then
do
you won't be
Atlantis.
able to find nothing.
I was telling Fred I'm supposed to go to Dad's house. He's got some 3/4 inch sheets of plywood out there, and I'm probably gonna get me 3 or 4 sheets of that where I can build me a bench all the way across this wall.
Sounds like a plan.
So 2 foot will be plenty of work area, and then I'm gonna build me a right over here where my window is. I'm gonna drop down to where I can put my paint booth right here, where I don't have to go outside no more.
Hey, Bama.
But here's that.
What's up, Don?
Hey, Bama.
Oh no! Here we go.
Hey, Bama.
Well, if it's the one I think of, it's got a lot of flash. It's not the best kit in the world, but it can be made a good kit with work. And I mean work. Oh.
On the Bel Airs, I've got this one, which is the repop of the
I got
Badman.
a bunch of those.
Yeah, that's a problem child right there.
Yeah, the one with
Yeah.
the
I got like 4 of
mold
them.
markings and whatnot.
Yep.
And
I
the
like
tail
the
lights are in the
detail
wrong
on that
place.
one.
And it's also 24th scale. And then I have AMT's 25th scale Bel Air, where the box art is blue and white. And
Which one was that, Ed? Show me that again. Is that the blue and white one?
yeah, that's the blue and white box art.
Oh, you talking about the 55?
Yeah. No,
I thought he was talking about 57.
yeah.
I heard 57.
Yeah, East Coast is talking about 57.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the 55 that you just showed is down here that I've went actually built with Fred on the build along.
Yeah. And then for 57s, this is the only 57 I have. And this is the one that I'm pro streeting. I've got some paint drying for it right now.
I grabbed that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I even got that one, and that's an Ollie's kit, but that's a 57 that I've got that's old. That doors open, trunk opens, and all that.
Oh,
That's a Reveal.
Yeah, I got that one. That one's a stinker, but if you've got patience.
Yeah, they said it's a monster.
Yeah, it's a monster, but if you got patience and you really want it to look nice, you'll sit there and go step by step through all the nonsense.
Well, I bought that up in Tennessee at a flea market up there, and I bought it for like $5.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So,
if nothing else, Terry, you got yourself an excellent parts kit.
Yep.
I would not have walked away from that. Not at that price, anyway.
Heck no.
Not bad, Don. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I don't. Who knows? I may have one up there at the storage, but no, not in here. I don't have a blue and white one here.
Serge, are you asking if either of the 55s I just showed flip noses or any of the 57s? No, neither of my 55s are flip nose. Now, you could probably make them flip nose by gluing the hood to the fenders and then cutting the fenders off.
There's a 57 flip nose. I've got it up here.
In fact, the only kit I have that's molded as a flip nose is...
I do have that red one. That Ollie's kit you're talking about, you're going to Pro Street.
Yeah, I'm already Pro Streeting it. This is the only kit that I have that's molded as a flip nose.
Yeah.
And
several versions of that.
Yeah, and it comes with the parts to build it as either the black version there or the white and blue. It's got the two different snouts. It's got the different wheels.
There's one of the other versions of that, Ed.
Yeah, that's the version you're holding up is the one that is the first version of this kit that I ever built.
Yeah, I've also got the red one just like this.
Yeah.
So there was 3 different pots of that.
Yeah, and the red actually had, depending on which edition of the red molded kit you got, is if it had the big tall snout like the black version has.
Yeah.
It had the lower snout like the white car box art on the version that I have currently has.
I've actually got 3 red ones that are rebuilders down here in my actual display case.
Yeah.
So actually got 4 rebuilders because there's a black one right there that I need to do something with, but the glue. There was a lot of glue used on it, and it's melted.
Yeah.
Uh,
And with my 66 Malibu flip nose, when I get around to building it, I'm going to take the two front subframe pieces, and I'm just going to use those as pattern / templates for taking some of my 1/8 styrene tube and rod, and I'm just going to build a truly tubular front end without all that material in between like the kit parts have.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm gonna do with this. We've got that one. We'll get it around there where it's level. That AMT.
Yeah.
66 Chevelle.
Yeah.
And there's the actual body.
Yeah. But on my 66 there, I'm just going to use these two parts right here as templates for along here and through here to make a complete tubular front end without all this stuff in between the tubes, so that when that nose is flipped open, you can look through and see the engine and the detail on the engine. And I'm also going to put a regular independent front suspension on it instead of having it be that gasket style.
Right. But this one has a 66 body with a 67 Pro Street chassis under it right now.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to Pro Street it. My favorite car out of every car that's ever been built is a 66.
Yeah, right now I'm waiting on this aluminum paint for the timing cover and water pump for the engine for my 55 to dry. I've also got the gearbox portion of the transmission drying. It's also been aluminum. Got an intake, some carbs, and velocity stack air cleaners to go on it. Night, Steven. Sleep well, brother.
Here, Steven.
Night, Steven.
Well, here it is. All done. Got touch.
Nice. Looks good, little brother.
Like this paint, like it don't like, because I just put that over a black spot. I touched up, and next thing you know, I'm seeing white. So I don't know what the deal is, but it touched up.
That's pretty damn good work.
You are breaking up.
You're breaking up bad. We can't hear you. We can't hear what you're saying. But the car looks great. I'm very highly impressed with the work you've been doing, little brother.
Thank you, Ed.
That's good right there too.
Oh wow. Start putting in some spark plug wires and your stuff's going to go next level and then some.
Yeah, but I've only done it once, and that was on a kit that came with it, a 6.
It's not that putting plug wires into a kit that don't come factory with the kit is hard. It's just tedious.
That's just the only time I've done it because it actually came with the kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many different ways to do plug wires. You can either get a ProTech distributor kit, you can get Detail Master distributor kit, you can take the distributor that comes in the kit and drill it. You can get ProTech and Detail Master ignition wire kits. You can get 0.3 mil solder and paint it. You can take sprue, clean it up to make it perfectly round, and then hold it over a candle to heat it up, and then stretch it out real thin and use it. The very first time I ever did ignition wires, I used sewing thread, red sewing thread. So welcome back, Mini Mike.
Hey, Mike.
So there's, as far as for adding ignition wires and things like that to an engine, especially one that doesn't come that way with the kit, there's as many ways to do it as there are those of us that build the kits. So,
And you can always, if you just want to be lazy, not naming names, me, and just buy them. I bet y'all thought I was going to call somebody else out that wasn't myself.
Well, there's the mufflers. Decided to paint them the same color as the body.
nice.
Thanks. That's not to leave it like have a glob to have it covered up, because apparently once you let it dry and then you put another coat on it, it don't like itself. So
There's a lot of paint like that.
because that's what happened here. So
You learn from it, you move on.
I mean, besides from the stripping and the sand and the body, it looked pretty good until that.
You know, you can always take her back down and put her in the purple pond if you don't like it.
I don't.
Also, the possibility of doing it like they would do on a 1-to-1, just kind of tape out around that area, tape a little bit, tape an area just a little bit larger than that spot, sand through the center of where that tape is without destroying the tape, and then just spot paint like they would do on a 1-to-1. Yeah, for the 78 Dodge.
Yeah, I know East Coast, but I've already stripped this body once, and I'm tired of dealing with it. So I mean, I'll probably use this paint again, but probably not on a Chevelle. It does not make the 67 Chevelle, at least the stock one. I mean, I think it did fine on the Pro Street one, and I've done a metallic red at 68 Chevelle. It did fine.
And for the 78 Dodge D100 I'm building, I haven't decided 100% yet, but I'm thinking I might go with this, some Rust-Oleum color shift. If it winds up coming out anything like the cap, I think that'd be pretty nice. Nice, Bob. Looking forward to it, brother.
Everybody leave. Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Yeah, I don't know where everybody went.
I'm going to walk the dog now.
All right, good deal, Bob. We'll have to see about getting people to take turns if you don't want to take it on full time.
Yeah, it could be.
Probably be a long time before I build another 6.7 Chevelle, the AMT ones, but like at least like a full complete kit. But
Hey, Gilly.
hey, Gilly. But
Hey, Gilly.
Happy and Brian decided the 6.7 Chevelle Pro Street for the tribute build for senior. I'll do it. Yeah, honestly,
Nice.
That's your Rivero kit there, Jonathan. I'm gonna break the little. I'm gonna break the thing with Terry because he wanted a 56 Ford's what he wanted, and that's what I'm building. So I mean, everybody else be building Chevelles, I guess, and I'm gonna be building a 56 Ford. So
I mean, as far as I'm concerned,
I think everybody ought to build what he would have liked or what they think he would have liked instead of just everybody building the same thing.
That's a pretty good idea.
But I mean, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not saying it to be ugly either. You know, everybody's got a hole, or everybody's got an opinion, just like everybody's got an a-hole. So y'all do what you want, but I'm building a 56 Ford.
Yeah, I still think though that we need to get those custom Kiss My Ass decals.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, that would be cool.
And regardless of what we build, individually as a tribute,
That needs to be on it.
senior, it needs to go across the rear window.
Yes, sir. I would agree 100% on that, man. I'm wondering if we could get STS. I'm sure STS would do them.
I bet he would.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd have an issue getting STS to do them.
Nope, not if we say what we're doing with them.
Yeah, especially if we let STS know why we want them.
Yep. Why are we doing that?
I bet you. Agree. STS agreed. Oh, agreed on the decal. Okay. Yeah, and I'd be willing to bet once
I
STS
haven't talked
finds
to
out.
Fred about it, so I don't know for sure what's going on with it, but that's what we talked about.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to bet once he finds out why we want those decals, what we're doing them for, I bet he'd be on it like white on rice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And now it's my turn to take off for just a few moments. Like most everybody else already did. Toilet break plus nicotine.
No, I was trying to breathe, packing up a lot.
I wouldn't. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't mind having a decal sheet with them on it because that probably won't be the only thing I ever put that on.
Yeah. Especially if he could do them, say, in white, because I like to tint my windows, or at least do some in white, because
Yep.
I like to tint my windows, and then that way I can put that on there, and it'll it's that tint. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I would say if you had an actual sheet, probably black and white would be the two colors to go with.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Well, Senior's favorite color is black.
Yeah.
I ain't painting shit black. No.
Why? You don't like my car dark?
I can't paint black. Not where the fuck.
Why? Look. It turned out good, man.
Yeah, I can't paint black. I didn't say you couldn't.
Why? I mean, why can you not paint black? What happens?
It never turns out. It's either, of course, Oklahoma with the humidity the way it is.
Yeah, that's probably got something to do with it too. Ain't no doubt.
Type of black.
I mean, I'm not I don't know. As far as black's concerned, I don't think black needs to be high gloss. I don't like black high gloss. It just don't 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 toot my bell. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I can paint semi-gloss and flats when I try to get that gloss on it.
I don't want gloss. I mean, not gloss black. I think the little bit of sheen on black, kind of like a satin. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah.
Say whatever gets decided on the tribute build for senior. I'm probably going if the 6 Chevelle or whatever. I'm probably I am gonna do it black, but I'm gonna do like a metallic black. That's probably something I'll probably always do with 67 Chevelle is do it in a metallic color because 67 Chevelle I've done it in a metallic color. One in blue, red.
We got to work on getting that bush in
Really
internet.
bad, Jonathan.
That's what's going on the rear quarter of that black and white gasser.
Yeah, we talked about those last time you had them out.
Yep. 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 I just wished I could read the damn other stuff that's on here that's printed in white. You can't read it.
Take a picture of it and send it to me. I'll see if I can read it.
I don't know what the hell it is. I mean, I don't know that you could actually. I don't know.
And, sorry if I am breaking up, guys. Just in West Virginia, internet. You can be on Wi-Fi and still won't be good. You can be on cell service.
If you're on Wi-Fi, that's the problem.
Well, I'm
When you're
not.
streaming, you should be plugged in.
I'm on a cellular service.
Right, so you're not plugged in.
Use like so same. Sitting here searching through my paint stuff. Like I've had 3 or 4 cans. I can't find a single can. And I don't remember them all up.
Another possibility for the senior tribute build, maybe those of you who knew him the longest could maybe make a list of his top 5 favorite kits, and then for
Most
those
of them would be impossible to find.
And then for those of us that weren't asked for a specific kit the way Terry 2 was, we could pick one of those 5.
Boot Hill Express.
Those 5 would be near impossible to get.
One of those, other than that 56, would be a Boot Hill Express.
Yep, and Chuck's already done that.
Yep.
I don't care who does it. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. Oh. Had to go medicate legally. Marcy, you know, these gloves help, but they piss you off sometimes.
Yeah, they do get in the way. It takes some getting used to.
Because I like to play around with the 4-speed car, and even that hurts when you shift it and whatnot, and no power steering.
Mm-hmm.
And I wear different pair for that. I'm a full believer. Damn. You figure an idiot wouldn't put a pole there. Oh. Guess who the idiot is? And I didn't catch it, but was Bob talking about him taking over Thursdays?
Bob said that he invested in StreamYard.
Huh?
Bob said he invested in StreamYard.
Oh, well,
And the other day we were talking about, he said he wasn't sure if he wanted to do it, commit to it by
yeah.
himself. And I said that there's enough of us, we could work out a schedule and just take turns if we wanted to.
Yeah.
So at the moment it's in the air. So we have a discussion about it.
Well, I'm just saying Bob is one of the ones that I've heard nobody say a damn bad word about. He ain't been in no drama. So I can't think of somebody better. Just saying.
And he just sits there and giggles. He won't say
Yeah.
much.
That's because he's probably like, these dumbasses.
And then every once good while he'll make like a good comeback.
I'll tell you right now, he's my favorite Bob.
He's definitely the comeback sleeper.
He is officially my favorite Bob.
Well, for me, I have to say he's my second favorite Bob. My favorite Bob was my grandfather.
Oh, well, I didn't know another Bob. You get in your home. This is your home.
Marcy, I got a few more boxes in the other day.
What'd you buy me?
Your favorite things.
More Gundams?
Yeah. I didn't even take them out of the boxes.
I don't have any more room for any of them things. I got lots of them. And I got 2 full crates of 30-minute sisters. I got to all that shit.
I was looking at doing some of them show rods, and until I started looking at the prices on them stuff. But them's crazy. And there should be another, what do you call it? Am I missing pieces? I'll be a pissed off redneck. Oh, wait, no, that is the piece. Okay, never mind. Dart's okay. Dart's okay.
Yeah, boy.
He might be a dumbass, but he's okay.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream. On 10 o'clock for me. Got to record a build video and all that, and start editing. So.
All right, buddy. Well, I enjoyed it. I appreciate you doing the stream.
Thanks a lot, Jonathan.
Is it time to go?
Yeah.
Time to go. Time. Last call.
Just when the Home Shopping Network was getting ready.
Uh-oh.
You ain't got to go home.
Yeah, our host is about to turn into a pumpkin.
Well, maybe Fafa's listening and he'll start another one.
Yeah, and then
There's one of them. There's one of them, Marcy.
Until about around the 4-hour mark, always end, so that I can do at least around 5 lives
Dude, that's a cool one.
in a month.
That one's clear. I'm sorry,
Hey,
Jonathan.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Bob's going to open up an after-hour stream, so.
All right, I'll go to Bob. Thanks, bud.
Get over there, Bob. Talk to you later, Jonathan. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for hosting, John.
See you.
Excellent work on that Chevelle, brother.